I like how you guys redeem that. You redeem pug poop poof poop. You guys redeem the boop champ so fast. You guys don't even get to hear the audio clip. I'm the only one that hears it. Today's boop champ is boom redeemed. Countdown to June clear. Yeah. I can't spend too much on just chatting because this is the week I actually I start edumacation, so I can't be staying up too late. So I think I have a couple alarms set up to get me to stop streaming. We'll see how effective those are. But yeah. I wanna make sure that I stop in a timely manner, so that I can get the routine down, because I still overslept today. I still went to sleep very late last night, and then I woke up late, and so I have to absolutely go to sleep early. So you're finally thinking about your sleep in Stella instead of like... Hopefully I actually make it into bed. Hopefully. I was like in the middle of working on some stuff, and then there's a couple of other things in my head that I'm just like, oh, I wanna work on that after stream. But no. After stream, I have to cut myself off and be like, no. I have to get ready for bed, and then actually go to bed and not work on stuff. I'm hoping that this week will be a little bit nicer. I did a couple of like recordings for like Twitter posts and stuff, so like I have a week's worth if I have it released like every other day. I have like a week's worth of stuff. So I'm just like, that I won't have to worry about that. All them late night. Listen. It was late at night, and I was just like, I feel myself losing them strands of cognition, and I'm just like, I have to tell someone. Ow! See, edumacation hasn't started and you've already overachieving in your sleep. I'm overachieving. I'm kind of curious as to how this will work, because in my head I'm just like, maybe I can wake up early enough and then work before edumacation. Ika. All Spump is hearing our excuses. Water the plant. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Chicken Nugget. Thank you so much for the hydration station. Thank you for taking care of me like a little Tamagotchi. I shall take a swig. Also, hello. Yeah? Trying to please the blue birdie? The blue birdie. Oh, Duda! Hara! Thank you so much. Rub-a-dub-dub, thank you for the sub. Congrats on the 3 months. Thank you. Hello. Nuda, if it... I'm like scared. I'm like waiting for it to happen. I don't know if you might have to relog or something, because the same thing happened to Spoon last time. I'm like waiting. Ow! I'm waiting for it. And I checked. Ow. It's not out of date, I don't think. But I do know that there was some issues. It is clearly very much working somehow. Gonna be lurking, but hope you lovely friends have a nice stream. Thank you, Noodle. Thank you. I shall take care of your eyeballs. And hello, Dusk. And hello, Damon. How are you guys doing tonight? Whale anxiety. I know. The sound effect is so loud. I know, I'm sorry if it hurts your guys' ears. I have it loud for myself. I think I could... it's lower for you guys than what I'm hearing. I have it loud for myself so that I genuinely react to it. I get scared. I hope it's not too bad for you guys. I have output like minus 4.5.
Oh my god, hot damn, look at her. She's dead. Oh god, wow. Oh god, bless.
Boom. You're double boop champ. Did I forget to remove the extra limit on it? There's like, you're double the boop champ. Oh my god. Spoon didn't get the message, and that was the issue. You didn't get the message. Oh, but I got the message. I got the message. Why didn't it? Hold on. But then there's no way for me to make it trigger again. Pico. Where is my throwing system? Oh, there it is. Toggle that off. Let's take a look. Triggers. Redeem. Bits. Redeem. Sub. It's there. Why you know where? Ow. Twitch connected. It's being temperamental, guys. Okay. Wait. Just passing by, going to sleep. Okay, good night, Damon. Good night. Have a good sleep. Has the smushy brain recovered yet? It's always smushy. Have a nice stream. Thank you. No, it's funny. I hope. Take care for your ears. Bro, you must be dead. At this point, maybe. I don't know. I have sensitive hearing. Huh? Not that again? I know, it's buggy. I logged out of the chat to log back in to re-redeem. I think I did put the limit to 2. What is this UK mode? Redeem? Do you have enough points? It's a UK mode. It's the everyone seems to like having fake UK accents. Spoomf has powers. Spoomf is special tonight. Spoomf is double the booper. Oh, if only we had enough to redeem that. If only. Blue chat. Hello, Piri. How are you doing today? Yes, if only. You guys went on a spending spree. You guys went on a spending spree. I sadly used all my points, so I'm poor. I know you have some to spare. Do it. No. Do it now. Wow, it's Beko. Hello. Yes, hello. But it's just barely cleared. 47. Oh, dick. I hate you guys. Well, this is fine. Spoomf will be the first and the last double boop champ. Of course, Spoomf is the special booper tonight. The special, he gets to be the double booper. You like to imitate the UK accent, but I have to live with it. Oh no, Mr. Chicken Nugget, I believe I remember Avi telling me stories about how much you cringe whenever she does. Oh, goodness gracious. Pardon the pain then. I just pain peckle. Hey, what's up? Oh, there's nothing up. It's just the sky. Thank you. Hello, love. Hello, governor. I hurt myself. Did you hear that, Beko? What did I hear? What is it that I heard? What do you think I heard? Coming in with the save? You guys have too many points. I don't understand how you're saving all of these points. I do. It's painful. Yours isn't too bad, though. Thank you. Obviously, this is more. Oh, God damn it! No!
2,000 years later.
Did that? Where was I? Spoomf? Rub-a-dub-dub, thank you. Thank you so much for the 15 total gifted subs. Rub-a-dub-dub, thank you. You are the whale lord in the tub. Goodness gracious, my ears are bleeding. Thank you very much. I much appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. I hope everyone else is okay with their ears. I beg your pardon. I apologize. Thank you so much for the head pat as well. I need that. I need that so much. Bro, I've just been audibly flashbang. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. The whale lords, they like it. It hurts. It gives my brain damage. Oh, hey, look, whale. Ow. God damn it. How long does this go on for? I believe I raised the amount to like 30? 30 per gifted sub. Maybe. It's like either 25 or 30. So it goes on for quite a while. Thankfully, I don't get large gifted sub amounts very often. So I don't have to worry about it too much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the head pat. I do need that after you've clobbered my head in. Yes, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Getting slammed by all those whales does look like fun. It's make brain bushy. I saw a shark in there. Maybe one. Maybe a questionable one. That timing, I know. Bog. Wah, ultimate. Unlimited power. Spoomf is MVP. Much the pooper in that one. My ears may be dead, but at least I got a sub. Ah, congrats on the sub. Congrats. How long will I have this mustache on? I hope it's not broken. Is it broken? Oh, okay, it's gone. Ah, where am I? I enjoyed it. This is nothing compared to what I experienced over the weekend. What did you experience over the weekend? What did you do? The screen. Oh, god damn it. I rewatched the highlights. I didn't watch my VODs. I rewatched the highlights. There was another game that that's been like recommended to me a couple of times because it's similar to Little Nightmares. I forgot what it was called, but it was like what is it? It's like Cat and Blind Girl or something like that, or Amnesia Girl and Cat or something like that. It looks interesting, but I have to figure out what the game is. That could be another option. God forbid the day some oiler comes in with 100 subs. Oh, Mr. Chicken Nuggets, you have no idea. For Christmas, I got gifted 50 gifted subs. I cried. It lasted 4 minutes straight. I've posted, I think I posted it on the YouTube channel, so you could watch in horrific headphone ear pain glory. Just make sure you have the willpower to lower down the volume. I gave you that. You have the willpower. The train scream almost got me, though I was at full volume, so that's my I screamed so hard and I lost my voice. So, where was she? Also, BRB. Okay, no problem. Wait for the next month. What's happening next month? Next month, February, March. There's nothing special happening. The warping skinny boy is not okay. Yo, man. Yo. I can't do screaming like that here. Walls are paper thin. Yeah, tall boy scared Beko out of her throat. It was gone. Shrapnel. I wild Beko is Lavu. Hi! Thank you. Speaking of the YouTube, there's some real bangers on there. Oh my god. A couple-ish. I mean, mostly covers though. I hope to get more out. I looked at my channel and I'm just like, gosh darn it, I want to release more stuff. We back? Hello, welcome back. I want more stuff. But I have to figure out my scheduling. Scheduling's hard. I mean, it's not too hard, but it's just availability's hard. We should watch some of them to show chicken nuggets. Chicken nugget. But chicken nugget could check it out on his own time. Because chicken nugget's here for the stream. We don't wanna force shove content down chicken nugget's throat. Speak uwu and tsundere rap. Why did you hide such things from us? I didn't hide them. I just released tsundere rap. I just released that one. The uwu one, I actually never talked about that because I released it like last year and it felt like I just dropped it in a bucket and then nothing happened. I wasn't sure. I wasn't expecting what would happen. I kind of made it and I'm just like, I think it would be really cool if it got trending on like TikTok and people did a lot of those like lip sync videos on it. That was my thinking. That was my head thought. And I'm just like, that'd be funny. But then nothing happened. So I'm just like, well, I guess I didn't do a good job. So I didn't talk about it. And then now people are talking about it. And I'm like, where'd you guys come from? It's embarrassing. No, I'm sure he'll love it. Or adversely, we can show cute. Yeah, well, this bucket is... It's embarrassing for me to hear it myself. It's embarrassing. I say this as I'm like opening up YouTube. I'm like... I'll do, ow. Yay. Yeah.
Hello?
Oh god, no, stop! Stop! I will never understand mobile Twitch. Why do animated emotes work sometimes and don't others? Embarrassing. Why should you? When you created that bastard. Yeah, no. Oh no. It's embarrassing. Oh god. Okay, listen. Okay. That is the jam. We'll play this and then I'm gonna go straight into the game because I do have that. I have shorter stream today. Okay. Oh dick, wrong window. Why is it using that window? That's not the correct window. Okay, well that don't matter. I'll just move this window over. Of course that's not right either. God damn it! Stop being incorrect! Okay. I'm just gonna hide. I'm just gonna hide. You asked for this. Just work. I know. Can I lower the volume on it so that I don't need to hear it? No, don't zoom in on it. Oh my god.
Hello? 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 How is everyone doing today? Welcome. Enjoy. In that stream that you lurk on, Simple Masterclass. Sit knees up in that game chair, giving thighs a glance. Cause you know about the Sim standings. Notice me, baby. I've got waifus filling up my schedule. Make it hard to leave. They ban my name, can't even say it. I'm giving donuts and I hope they see it. Everybody here wants to say so. Will you talk to me? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Rar, please be kawaii for me and call me daddy. I'll watch your streams all night long, then I'll repeat it. Cause you know about the Sim standings. Notice me, baby. I've got waifus filling up my schedule. Yo, how am I supposed to watch them all? They ban my name, can't even say it. I'm giving donuts and I hope they see it. Everybody here wants to say so. Will you talk to me? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Each of my waifu beauties, me, they're all best girlies. Son, such wholesome cuties. You're da da.
Okay, I done the thing. Oh no! Greg. Oh yeah! Ow. Weapon of mass destruction. If only we could increase the volume, let the neighbors hear it. It's off again. Wanted it to zoom in on the thighs. Did I die and go? Okay. I'm going to do the game. Okay. Did my mom heard it and liked it? Did she understand the lyrics? Just FYI, that's why you're ring. Nuh-uh. Nah. Not a word. She did. Okay. Also, it's Spoon Ringtone. You guys are crazy. I don't. What Doritos? Wait. Oh no, they went away. Okay. Trying to catch Doritos in the air. I'm sorry. Where am I? That's my alarm. I don't think blaring that out would be safe. Why not? Why not? It's just talk uwu to me. You're just letting people know that you want them to talk uwu to you. You could be in a GameStop and then all of a sudden it's just like talk uwu to me, and then people turn around and look at you and your pants are just going like, hey, talk uwu to me, talk uwu to me. Crazy, guilty as charged. Ah, okay. Okay. I'm getting distracted. Let's go into the game because I have limited time and I want to try to finish this game because next week it's a special stream. Okay? Brief time. I have to bring that back too. I have to fix it and get an audio for it so that, because I have to do it manually. I wish there was a way for me to be able to do it automatically, but I have there either has to be a plugin for me to be able to move automatically. I've tried. But I'll keep fiddling with it. Don't worry, I'll bring it back. Anyway, game. Yeah. Play. I'm hoping this will be like the last one. This will be the last one. We've solved so many things. Ow! Gosh darn it, why? Why? Here's my ads. You really like portable mode. Let me see. Ow! Spum! Rub-a-dab-dab, thank you so much for the gifted sub. You are the whale lord in the tub. Thank you so much. Why you do this? Why you do this? Thank you. You don't need to be a whale anymore. You don't need to be a whale anymore. You'll get pruny in that tub. You'll become pruny whale in the tub. Ow! Oh god. Okay, wait. Oh, are you suggesting I use this as my ringtone? Alright, sure. I'll see how that goes. It'll be interesting. You guys let me know how that goes. Alright, like that mode. I'll bring it back. Don't worry about it. Yep, so that double talk uwu to me demands new text alert. More special than this stream? Yes. More special. Also clipped. Video gaming. Yes. Actually getting into it. Sneak attack. Ow. Sneak attack? Okay. Nah! I might get addicted to seeing Beko get hit by whales. Why? The other I saw, Zentreya enable tits, and it reminded me of you. Oh, really? Everyone's getting things thrown at them. I'm gonna go sleep. Have fun. Oh, okay. You just got here, Mr. Chicken Nugget. I'm glad that you stopped by, though. I hope you sleep well. I hope you have better sleeps than I do. Toodles, Nuggets. Somnium sounds like a dietary supplement. It does. Sounds like sleep aid. Not Z-Dog. I feel like you're throwing away your points because I cannot keep track of all of these. You're still owed one from last stream, if I remember correctly. And then I think you redeemed another one this round, or this stream. And it hasn't been redeemed because I haven't changed back yet, so the system's not registered. You have to wait. You have to wait until I become regular. Lunesta on crack? Yeah. I'm owed 1 scuff, 1 portable from last stream. Yeah. Please. Please. Try to do it when I go back to the original. Because it's gonna be hard for me to keep track, and then I'll feel bad if you don't get what you redeem. What is it? Nazi dogs really excited to see mini Beko. Remember the other day I dropped bits to talk to you? It didn't cost me $10. Why? Okay, I'll try. I don't know about that. You're crazy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This should be clean. We're gonna swap bodies and then we're gonna tell Aiba to self-destruct in him. We've solved it. We figured it out. We figured everything out. Isn't the scuff back? It's the scuff Beko. We accept it. Ow. Okay. Don't redeem anything. Don't redeem anything. I'm gonna do the other ones that are owed to you. Hold on. Ow. I want more portable? Where? Yoink. Not even my dinner right now costs me 20. Ah! And I don't provide any nourishment. Why? Don't do that. Save money for your food. Because food is good for you. Here we go. Poor Rancho.
You're awake.
Damn it!
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
What is it you expect me to do?
Nothing. I'm eating a chicken ranch BLT wrap. Ah, it sounds tasty. Where's the pics? Lies, Beko contains 17 servings. You can't live off the cute. You can't.
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me!
I cannot.
Why not?
I'm not in your eye.
My body has short-circuited.
Uh-oh. They knocked you in the head.
It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Electric. Oh, I was tased. God damn it. I thought they clobbered me in the head. Watch Spoomp. Live off of cuteness. Spoomp will live off of cuteness. And 20 servings of sodium. Oh, that's true. That's also true.
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational.
20 servings. Only on jump days? On jump days and Lifeline. You guys have yet to see my frustrations over Lifeline. And I haven't even finished that game. I got to a point where I think I soft-locked myself because it's too hard. The game is too hard.
I attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
But no one answered.
And?
No response.
I knew it.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups.
Excuse me?
Likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
He thinks I'm investigating Monika's case.
That is not the only reason. So Tsujima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead.
Let's imagine being a robot that's not electrically insulated. It doesn't exist. Unless they're like heavily padded with silicone and like they have the skin, like the skin silicone, and it's like thick, like juicy thick, and enough to be able to nullify electricity. Who knows? Uwu nourishment. Uwu. I bought from a place called Stickies. Oh. More VODs to watch? Let's see the salty Beko go. You'll understand how frustrating the game was when you watch it, it's frustrating. I actually have more highlights of it, but I haven't released them yet because I'm just like, I don't know if anyone remembers that game or still has interest for Lifeline. Good food. 34 grams of uwu as well. Cries in electrical engineering. Basically everything I said was blasphemy. You can't forget about the best part, the thighs fills you up.
That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Oh crap, I forgot. I was being deleted.
Are you okay?
For now.
Guys, I was being deleted this route. So Sejima looks like a character from an American 60s comedy program. Comedy. Pretty much. Thighs don't fill the stomach, but they do fill the heart.
But if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me. I would cease to exist.
No. We can't let that happen. How do we fix that? They do if you cook them. Gotta cook the thighs. Hello. You.
You're Saito Sejima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Renju's body on the ground, without his left eye. You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off.
My internet is scuffing again? No! No, not again. F buffering. He looks like he belongs in Green Acres or I Dream of Jeannie. So Sejima looks like that. He looks like old man. Okay. One more portable mode, right? Spoonf was thinking Frasier, but yeah. I wish I could say, I wish I could think of something. The only like really old show that I can think of is like Three's Company, and like the only thing I could think of is like, what is his name? Mr. Furley. But it doesn't look like Mr. Furley. I don't think so. Mr. Furley was just like, hi.
I didn't get rid of the body.
It's right there.
He died of natural causes. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange
What about
minds?
King of Hearts? I'm back. Welcome back. I don't know. I just know.
The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
Because you don't care about the body. Why do I know about Saito, the prototype machine, changing personalities?
The current. Did it unlock your memories? Then tell me, this body was originally...
My body!
Mine.
Did you react to my food? Should they? Mr. Furley was gay? He wasn't, but like... he wasn't, but he was like... how do you say? I don't know. Because it was Three's Company. It was the guy that was supposed to be gay. So they had to trick Mr. Furley that he was gay. 'Twas good reaction.
That means your body...
What you thought of it? I'm curious. Which food? Which food? All food is glorious. I like the wrap. I want to eat that wrap. I want that wrap. He was really chipper. Yeah, that's the word for it. The chicken. Them fries don't look nearly crunchy enough to satisfy me, though. I will say that.
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
I know everything. I know it all. They came out easily. The words, I don't know why. But in a moment of harsh realization, I just knew 89's body is mine, and my body is Saito's.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy.
Yes.
Give me back my body.
They are a bit soggy. Disappointment. Ow! Your daily food review brought to you by a Porta Beko. Where are Iris and Hitomi?
Don't worry, I haven't killed them. Yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills. I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet. Such beautiful eyes.
He's crazy. He's crazy. Does Beko Appliances sell porta? I don't know. Probably not. You should ask Pudding, since, you know, honey buckets. Maybe Pudding might know a thing or two about honey buckets. I hope not. Isn't it only for kitchen appliances? Yeah. He's talking to you about the eyes. I know about the eyes again.
I was going to begin the sink, but I think I've changed my mind.
Why?
I want to see you mad. But what will really set you off?
If you don't shut your mouth right now.
All right, talking it is.
Just talking. Meow. Meow. That's all the portables, right? Now I just need a scuffy. Scuff. Where you at? Scuff mode. Da-da-da-da. Nah. Mr. Roger creeps me out. Mr. Roger, wasn't he the one that was like, the actor was like a military guy? He's super swole. And it's like, this is the ultimate showdown. And Mr. Rogers is at the end of it because he's ultimate. Ah. Clipped and sent to Pudding. Why say it spoon self when Beko said it himself? He's gonna, oh wait, where's my stream dungeon? I shove myself in there. Size? I can't get any closer to them. Roger was never in the military. He is known as the most kindest person. Really? I thought, wasn't he? Are you sure? Also, you should corner the market on porta potties and use Pudding as your marketing. Make it even more confusing. Beko streamer, Beko appliances, Beko poopers. Now, Pudding poopers. The pudding. Let the pudding out. Pudding.
What should I say?
Nothing.
Do you have any questions for me?
I got a question. How now, brown cow? Beko bidets. The pudding pooper. Beko diapers. What the frick? Let the pudding hit the floor. I like that. Let the pudding hit the floor. It's early Wednesday morning. Shoko was killed last Friday. That was day 1, which makes today day 6. For 5 days, what was Saito up to? I decided to ask him what he did every day until now. Saito explained what he did on Friday. At 4 a.m., Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called Renju to this abandoned factory and switched bodies with him. After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko, then brought the body to Bloom Park. But as he explained it to me, I somehow felt that I already knew. I didn't understand why. I felt like it was being etched into my brain. Okay.
I was still in Renju's body. My next target was Iris.
Fuck
that guy! Fuck this guy! Fuck this guy!
Spooky! Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid, Spooky. How are you doing? Okay, shout out, Spooky. What game were you playing? Phoenix Point! What kind of game is Phoenix Point? That's our slogan. We got it. 1, nothing's wrong with me. 2, nothing's wrong with me. 3, nothing's wrong with you. Work. What? Anyway, hello. Hi, Raiders. Welcome. We are just playing Somnium Files. I'm hopefully going to end the game today. This will be like the ending part. We're wrapping it up. And my name is Beko Ganning. I'm just your run-of-the-mill Bakaneko. That is to say, a demon cat, not to be mistaken with any Turkish kitchen appliances. Thank you very much. It's like XCOM, but better. Exhausted, 8-hour stream. It's a strategy XCOM-ish game, and it's so difficult. That last mission was a slaughter. Wow. It's was it RTS, real-time strategy? Is that what XCOM is like? Huh. How many died? That's a good question. What the? What? Beko doing hardcore difficult games when? I don't know about that. Isn't Jump King considered difficult? I barely made it. Yeah, it's an isometric RTS. It's closer to Final Fantasy Tactics with war game elements. I see.
If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket. I even video called her. But for some reason, she said no.
Why?
This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscape. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember? Saturday evening after syncing with Mizuki. Inside the Somnium, you thought you saw Iris's body, so you called her. The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris. You told her.
Okay, don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
We saved her life there.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning.
It's not difficult, just have to jump and not fall. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. I fail at jumping and not falling. I fall so much.
If you did not warn her...
She would have been taken here.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined, but my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
Why was Shoko's rental phone in the horse?
Oh, right. I put that there.
That's it.
When I was fixing Shoko's body on the horse, her phone fell out of her clothes. I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
Okay. That's it. That's still
The
throwing it
merry-go-round
away.
horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
Are you winning, Beko? Everything makes sense, Spooky. My very first theory holds true. I am the killer. I was right from the very beginning. The issue is how long you hold the jump button. Get more used to the timing and you'll be set. It's all about feeling. The cats always land on its feet, yet the legs can't help with jumping where you want it. That's true. I was at another stream earlier watching someone play Jump King and she rage quit at 969 falls. I know this because it was keeping count for each fall. Yeah, the game keeps count. I know this very well. It was a fall counter. Talk about a hard day. Yeah, it has a jump counter and a fall counter. Okay, what'd you do Sunday? You got out of the hospital.
After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital.
Uh-huh.
I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday.
I was keeping count. I type each number. Oh my god. You type each number to the streamer? Reading comprehension, never mind. Oh, never mind the never mind.
The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state. But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
Ha.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes.
Spoons the hard way. Spoons the hard way comments. Stabs? Stabs? So is this the bad end where you die? This is the very last ending that we have to do. So this technically, I guess, should be like the complete ending, the true ending, theoretically. We did the bad ending last round where everyone died. Everyone died last round. It's too late. I minded. What do I do now? You keep your mind in check. She with permission, with the main mod was laughing. No, every end is the bad end, that's true. Duck, tuck and roll. You tuck, duck, roll. Tardakin.
He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you, but when you tried to bring her here...
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that too?
Yeah, she ran.
But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me.
No drugs. No drugs. You can't lure children in without the candy. Was he driving a white van? Just noticed the uptime video game before the 1 hour mark. Yeah, because this week I have to have shorter streams since I have to wake up early. I have to. She's going quick due to her sleep schedule. It was like 15 minutes, maybe 20. Yeah.
The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car.
Ouch.
I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were both in shambles.
He must have been in excruciating pain.
I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well.
Ah, that too.
My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight.
Glad she's sticking to it. It was kind of awesome.
I couldn't
Was
chase
it?
after her. I needed to sleep. I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire.
And then you got pewter.
By Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead. And of course, my consciousness as well. That's when I got a call from a Mr. Amanoma. The man you call Pewter.
Uh-huh. I knew the story after that.
The boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
Rohan as 89 got into the car with Saito as Renju and fled from the police. This is a Beko speedrun stream? Why is his voice hot? Because he's got the growl in the voice. Don't you know if you have a slight growl? It's called the gravelly voice, like hello. Hello. Pewter mixed with that voice. Now that's the perfect man. I'd rather let 69 escape. We haven't met number 69. It's 89. Why did you want 89 to escape? Because you wanted a body.
When I heard that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ, I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body.
This body. The way he said it, why did he say it like that? She doesn't know, she's too this body.
I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you.
The way he said it, the way you said it. Wait, I said it the way he said it. Where is number 420? Present.
You and I would get our original bodies back.
New redeem idea. Do that voice. What, the gravelly voice? Hello, S707 VN. Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I grow stronger. Yay!
And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi.
Did it not work? Did the I love not work? Uh-oh. I'll have to check on that later.
In front of you, while you're in this body.
While you're in this body. This gravel in his voice. Yeah. Man, just sitting in the bloody rain and hello. How y'all doing? We're doing quite nice. We're hopefully going to see the ending to this whole game. Hopefully. And he's just sitting there. He don't mind. He's been through a car crash. He's crazy. Beko talking with gravel reminded Spoon of spunky 1940s women working in tank factory. Strong and powerful, also smexy.
A rather nice plan if I do say so myself.
You know, it's like the gravel. Like, have you? There's like the live action Flash TV show, the CW Flash, and they have that Leonard Stark, and he has that like the way he talks, it's as if he like meows, right? He has the gravel, but he also meows, so it's just like, yeah. I have to listen to it to be able to try to replicate it. Leonard Snort? Is it? I thought there was a K. Leonard Snark? Stark? Snark? Yes.
That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs.
I wanted this body. This is Gravel. Who is this voice actor? This Gravel is too much hello at all cost.
I brought Rohan, who was inside
Snart?
number 89's body, to the
Snart.
abandoned factory.
Leonard, what's his name? I don't remember. I brought Rohan, blah, blah, blah.
Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago. So naturally, we had a lot to talk about, but I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point. So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync. As a result, this happened.
Bum, ba, bum. I have his body now. Leonard Snart is the name. Really? That doesn't sound right. Snart?
Renju.
It's just like I told you.
It's just like. Wow.
He died of natural causes.
He died. What? Natural. Nah, I can't do the gravel all the time. I see this guy plays Captain Cold. Yeah. Captain Cold. On the shooting on Monday. Ow!
Just mercenaries I hired. After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit.
Did you hear that? The way he said Monday? Monday.
They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account.
They were expensive. I'm having too much fun with this guy's voice. I'm sorry. Spoon doesn't know what we are talking about, but Captain Cold is the villain name of Leonard Snart, not his actor. Yeah. I don't know the actor's name. I don't know the actor's name. I just know the Leonard Snart, Captain Cold guy. I cried for him. I cried for him for like 4 hours straight, just bawling, wailing my eyeballs out. I cried, and every time I think about him, but deeply think about him, I start to cry. Oh, my bad. I didn't look well. Oh, it's okay.
I paid them with his money. Of course, my intention was only to kidnap Iris, but after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed.
What?
And he acted on his own without consulting me.
What did Pewter want? Okay.
I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m., I started a video chat with Iris.
Dun dun dun. Spoon truly feels for Leonard Snart. He's the most pure-hearted villain ever. All he wants is his wife's health. Does he? Are you talking about Leonard Snart? Are we talking about in the comics? Because in the TV show, I don't think he had a wife. And are we talking about Mr. Freeze from the Batman series?
Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need
That's
to see
Mr.
you.
Freeze.
Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him,
Crazy eyes,
she
crazy
would do
eyes.
anything.
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
I see. That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
When you know so many canons and types of heroes and villains, they all blend.
So
That's
the
fair.
person she trusts most.
Is me!
You, Date. Number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep.
Sleepy time. When their names are Cold and Freeze, I can see why. Yeah, they both have the same thing. They've got freeze guns.
I restrained her and called Hitomi.
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. And you.
What anime is that from that I'm referencing? I'm trying to think. There's like characters where it's like, Hitome! It's just constant screaming, Hitome! Try Penance. He's been two different heroes and a villain, all of different names. No continuity. Oh, Oos.
Thanks for being so cooperative. But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting. I was only 12, but I remember it vividly.
He was
On
only
that day,
12.
18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone.
You know, I thought about that, right? The fact that like last session they were like, oh, he was 12, and then they were saying like, oh, but like he was one of the killers. He was a serial killer, and I'm like, what the frick? So when he was 12, he committed his first murder, and then what? After that, he was just like, yum, yummy, yum, yum. Let me go join the. Let me go meet up with some yakuza, join them, and become their serial killer. Like, what? Yum yum yum. Like he was 12. How long did he do this? And they just accepted him. They're like, yeah, let's let this 12-year-old into the gang and have him commit all the murders. Like, what? Oh, hello, Pudding. How are you doing? Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's that bee. Oh, this is that bee. Got a clip on it.
I'm going to see Monica. I followed him. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car. He went to the Harbor Warehouse District.
Da-dum-dum-ba-dum. Why you guys like starting fights? No! Then he just continues. Dang nerds. Why did you kill her?
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something. Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way I could feel happiness. The only way I could feel anything.
fight me? What you calling a nerd? Honey buckets? Yeah, that's what they call them, right? It's what Spump does. He loves chaos. This is true. You guys are all advocates for chaos. I know a bunch of you guys. I know a bunch of you guys.
But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me.
It's Becca's best job at putting what? Let's do a shootout. No, this shouldn't be a moment of pride.
And she stole all the happiness from my house. So I chose her as a target.
What? No, I would never. Never. Just taking out the miniguns. Get that.
I was born with a brain disorder.
I like how you advertise that. I have this problem, but I use it to my advantage, and it feels good when I kill. Like, what the... Not like, I should probably seek some help. He's just like, yeah.
I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland.
Pituitary. The pituitary does not spit for you.
And I didn't have a mother. Not a real one, I mean.
Ah. Okay, kids, sit down and let Spum show you. Real firepower. Control yourself, Beko. You go lurk? Okay. I take care of your eyeballs. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
My mom died giving birth to me.
Ah.
So, naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated.
Why were they complicated? Just like your dad. I'm just gonna be over there with Spooky. I'm staying out of this. Everyone's being feisty tonight.
Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different?
You'd have a potential mom. You could be like, hey, mama. Laser beats Puni punching bag. You guys don't know what you're getting yourselves into bringing guns tonight. I'm too exhausted to fight anymore. I'm not.
Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened. Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in
Ah, Lord Schlurp. Hello, thank you. Rub-a-dub-dub, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. You are the whale lord in the tub. Thank you. Thank you so much. Darby whales, they come out of nowhere. LOL, you brought a knife to Spoof Buffet, and now how kind of you to provide him the means of your downfall. Ouch, my ears. I'm sorry, Spooky. I'm sorry, they're very loud for me too. R.I.P. I can't get enough of this. The Beko R.I.P. I'm sorry. Emotional damage. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs though. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thank you so much. Whale Lord in the tub. Wow. Just be careful. Don't oversoak your wallet. Don't oversoak. Especially if your wallet's made out of leather. That's bad.
And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed.
Was he Shoko? I want to say I think he was Shoko, and that's why Mizuki was being treated badly. Like, I think he was Shoko. Like, that would make sense, right? Why she's just, like, angry and it's just like, I don't get kids.
Isn't destiny a curious thing?
Emotional damage.
One mistake can change so many lives.
He wasn't not Shoko. Just
Sorry,
give it to me straight.
I don't have anything else to say to you.
Okay.
And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours.
Okay, from here on out, I'm not gonna use any points from both accounts. I can't just stay here in the poor side of chat. Yeah, I thought you were working hard to save up. One could call it a significant emotional event.
So, shall we get started? Give me my body back.
But... Ow. You're gonna pop out your eye or you're gonna rip out your eye? Which is it?
What a strange fake eye. Oh well.
He's gonna rip.
All right, it's ready.
Sea Dog? Sea Dog is part of the poor side, one of us. Uh-oh, I'm by myself. I don't have Aiba. I don't have Aiba. At all. Oh, the censoring going great. I didn't see a thing. Hello? Uh-oh, here we are again. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
This is... the sink room. That was... Damn it, why can't I wake up?
Hello? Hello?
This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
Uh-oh. I feel funny. I'm doing mental locks all by myself. What censor? We watched the guy get stabbed 12 times? You don't see eye ripping on a daily basis? No, I don't. Date not woke confirmed. Never. What is that? Where is that? I thought we were... Oh god, what is going on? Search. Kaname date.
What?
What? What? What's going on? Hello? Ow! Hey! Didn't have to do anything. Unlocked. Okay. Now what? Now what? Do things.
Am I being synced?
This is what it feels like to be synced. Nami num num. Do it. Do it. Save, please. Oh, this is my last save right here. Doki Doki Literature Club when? Never. Too creepy. The delay on censoring is pretty hilarious. I didn't even censor. This is the murdering sinking you and unlocking your stuff. I know, I'm being violated. You know what this game has done whenever I see date on forums now? I can't read it as date. Instead, it comes across as date every time now. Well, when you read date, date. Beko gave up on censoring. I was hoping he wouldn't fully rip out the eyeball, but I guess I was too hopeful. I was too hopeful. I was like, he would be nice, right? No, he hates me. Oh god. Okay. Concealed? What am I concealing? What is this? I have no time limit remaining. Mental lock. The monitor. Show me this monitor.
Sync?
Touch, hit, 0 seconds, erase. 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 Hit it. Just hit it.
Damn, what is going on here?
Erase. There's a knife. Investigate the knife. Oh no. Ah!
What? Damn it, what is this?
This is freaky. When have they not shown the eye removal when possible? Eyeball ripping is pog? No, it's not. No. What the frick? Who is this? Oh, that's Rohan. The yolks. The yolks are being blended up. Why did we switch bodies? I know what I said. The censor is finally going to appear at the end of stream. That's how delayed it is, Freaky Friday. Okay. Is there anything else? Nothing else for me to enter. Oh, there's an exit over here. Hello?
A door.
It's not gonna do anything.
It won't open.
I hate the sound effect. I hate the music. It's awful.
Go to the sink room, huh?
Do it. 60 seconds. It took me 60 seconds. Proceed to use knife in a future investigatory actions. That'll show him. Yes. Okay, the sink machine. Hello?
It's a sink machine.
Investigate. No! I don't get it.
Me? What was he doing?
Am I still investigating the sink gear?
Sink gear.
Fix, press down, investigate, pull off, pull it off, press down, pull it off. Ah!
Again.
You're watching it again? Egg yolks? The egg yolks have changed. That sound effect sounds like a certain part of JoJo OST. This game is a JoJo reference all over. Everything is a JoJo reference. Why was the hammer so happy when he achieved his goals? 'Cause he nailed it! Yeah, let's just put a knife blade barehanded There wasn't a knife. It was supposed to be like the headset.
A door? This wasn't here before.
Yes, it was. You just weren't paying attention to it. Hello? Ten out of 10 puns. It was. I would say it was adequate. It's a 5. Hello? 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 Blip, blip, blip.
Help me! Help me!
Concealed, concealed, concealed. He doesn't like being perceived. Don't perceive me. Please stop being creepy. Took my eyeball. What do we do here?
Blood.
Pick up the picture, investigate, scoop up blood. What is it? Stick hand in. Pick up the picture. I want to pick up the picture. But I feel like that's gonna be the wrong one. Like it's gonna cut me again, isn't it? Isn't it? Please, 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 please.
The picture.
Please, please, no scary. Stick hand in it. Investigate. Stick hand in it. It's gonna be the stick hand or scoop up the blood. It's gonna be one of the creepy ones. Hold my breath. Playing GTA 6 when it comes out? Will it be on sale? I've actually never played any of the GTA games. I kind of wanted to, but what is it? I don't know. Wait. It has a lot of multiplayer, right? I don't know people that would play with me. I'm gonna stick my hand in it.
Damn.
He's gonna get cut. He's gonna get cut. Ow.
This.
Oh.
It's them.
Crazy. 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 Please stop being crazy, sir. Where is that mirror? Oh god, why was there a mannequin there? I hate that. Hello?
You're...
Touch, hit, investigate, knock down. We wanna knock it down. Threw it on the ground. That face though, I know. Let's go. Throw it on the ground. Nothing? He too heavy.
Can't. I just can't do it.
Well, we want to hit it.
You're...
Touch? We don't want to touch it. Hit it.
Damn, nothing.
If we touch it, he's gonna grab us. I don't want to touch it. Can't we use that ball to like slam into it? We're gonna touch it. We're gonna touch it, guys.
You're... I touched it, but nothing happened.
We live in a weird timeline. GTA 6 got announced. Amazing Spider-Man 3 movie is being developed, and Beko started her game in less than 20 minutes. I've started my games fast before. Also, new Couture In the making.
It's just a mirror.
Please don't do anything creepy, please. What? Another eyeball? What are you gonna do with it? What do you want me to do with it? Stop with the pauses. It's creepy. I don't like looking at things. Ah!
Damn it!
No! He's got both of his eyeballs. He's not gonna have both eyeballs. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR. Ah! Beko Marvel movie when? Like, me watch a Marvel movie or me become a Marvel movie? Because I would need a Marvel comic in order to be a Marvel movie.
That's it. Just a little more.
No! Ew, go away. Creepy. No! Stop! Stop! Cease! Beko in a Marvel movie. Oh ha ha!
I'm sinking.
That would be rad. That would be grade A. Grade A eggs. Beko's gonna be the first VTuber SCP movie. There's a Kickstarter for an SCP movie, actually. There's a Kickstarter going on right now for an SCP movie. But do I even have an SCP article? I need an SCP article first before that even happens. SCP-8588. The cute that kills. At least as an Easter egg, like a poster in the background. Alrighty, Spooky, thank you for the lurk. Sink? No, no sink! No sink!
I can't stop it.
Or maybe a character opens a Beko fridge. That'd be hilarious. Spoomp is trying to get permission to add an SCP to the site. Is there actually? I mean, you have to ask permission. It's not open like Wikipedia.
What do I do?
He's practicing his slow-mo running man. SCP Overlord is on YouTube. If the full-length film is done by those guys, it'll be awesome. It was, but not entirely. More sinking. More sinking is happening. This is the last sinking and then it's all over.
What is this?
Nani? Nani? Nanya?
Ah!
The SCP site has editors and the like. SCP submissions just have to fit certain criteria to be accepted. Bad. Certain criteria. I know there's already a VTuber SCP. Did you know that? There's already a VTuber SCP. Or a VTuber that has been submitted into a log of SCP. I don't remember which VTuber it was, but someone already submitted an article. Unfortunately, those criterias are not met yet. Spoomp is not a fantastic writer. Aww. Oh. Huh? I don't get it. Who swapped with you? No, don't freeze. Goddamn game. SCP-5935, Beko, a Vtuber. In containment, she is Baka Neko, who came shapeshift into a fridge. In backlog, anyone who meets her.
I did it!
Oh,
This feeling! I'm back. I got it all back!
take the wrong eye. He's either gonna take Aiba.
This fake eye is awful. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing.
He did take Aiba.
I think I'll keep it.
Date. Date. Wake up, Date. You have to say the code word.
This prototype machine has a special function.
Say the code word. Say the code word. Speaking of appliances, I'm just waiting on a confirmation callback for the Beko dishwasher I ordered. Yay! Yay, there's gonna be a Beko dishwasher in the family. Beko fridge redeem when? When? I'd have to get that done. Pics or no proof exactly. They have to make sure they can get the model in I requested. That's awesome. That's so awesome that you're actually getting a Beko dishwasher.
The body I am transferring my consciousness into will receive a stimulant. The other body receives a sedative.
So he's high. He's high on juices.
You will be feeling it soon. Oh, but don't worry.
Date.
Like I told you earlier, my plan is to kill Iris and Hitomi in front of you. So I can't be killing you right away. You will watch them die, and then you will follow in their footsteps. You should be honored.
My body won't move. My vision is getting hazy. My consciousness was melting away. Clarity fading. I don't know what happened. I could only watch as it unfolded in front of me. The scene that played before my eyes left me dumbfounded. It was a fragment of my memory, lost all those years ago. A piece of my past buried deep in my subconscious. What? What did you see? What does your single eye see? Let.
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Yay!
So long.
Now you have to take the penalty. Up, side to side, up, down, pinch.
Was he that much of a pervert back then? Because Date's a pretty carefree pervert.
Iris, remember when you asked me what your stage name should be?
I'm hoping this Date has no hip bone fetish. I want upgrades. It's Date, the body's just back.
How about a set?
A set?
You thought of the name. This is when I taught Iris about her name. Greek and Egyptian mythology too.
A set.
A set, you bet.
It's pretty. I love it.
You see that flower over there? It's a very special flower that blooms in the cold. A winter iris, just like the iris from Greek mythology.
She's the messenger goddess. And the goddess of rainbows, too.
That's right.
That's right.
That's why the iris means good news and hope.
Good news.
Date was so ready to settle down. What happened, Date? What happened to your life to make it go all messed up?
Hey, Uncle. You met Mommy at this shrine, right?
Yes.
Hear good news from you two.
Iris. Who is that receptionist's fault? Receptionist's fault? I guarantee it. It's all her fault. It was Ota's fault.
What?
When will Uncle be my dad?
That's a sentence I don't expect to hear. I don't think that's how that works, Iris.
The Okonomiyaki War.
Iris drew it. She must have really enjoyed herself. She even said that she wanted to do it again soon.
Japan is wild.
Yeah, we should.
Wild and crazy kids.
We'll do it whenever she likes. Maybe even every day.
Oh, you.
He was
Every
so
day?
happy. He was so happy! Look at his face! Oh my god. Little banjo intensifies.
Hitomi, do you want to live together? The three of us?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
People are going to talk.
I don't care about that one bit.
Well then, hypothetically, what if Iris and I were being hunted down by a secret organization?
Well, I'd defend you, of course.
What if they're zombies?
Zombies?
Remember when we went to that haunted house and you were clinging to my arm?
Because it was dark and it came out of nowhere. But fine. I don't care if it's zombies or aliens or whatever else. I will defend you and Iris with my life.
He was ready. He was ready. He wanted to settle down. He wanted a family. Aga. He was number one. He was ready.
Thank you. Well then, my answer is yes.
She said yes!
So, you want to go clean?
Uh-huh.
Fine. Do as you please.
Wait, when does he join Star Fox to save the planet after all this goes sideways?
You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing.
Huh.
One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
This is...
So Sejima asked Rohan to take Monika's corpse deep in the mountains where no one would find it. Rohan found out that Hitomi knew about it. He also found out that Monika had given birth to a child. If the media got a hold of it, Congressman Sejima would be ruined, and that information would no doubt lead to discovering Monika's murder. So and Saito would be arrested immediately. And that investigation would lead straight to Rohan. But Rohan never told So about Hitomi and Iris. I don't know why not. Maybe he decided it wasn't important enough to mention? He played it close to the chest, need to know basis only? That way there'd be no loose ends? Plot twist. Double barrel roll! That's why Rohan hired the assassin Falco, meaning me to kill Hitomi and Iris.
You got it? I want you on this right away. If you could do it in 2, maybe 3 days, that would be great. Good luck.
Of course I couldn't go through with it, but if I didn't kill them, someone else would. I was sure of it. I needed a plan. How could I get out of the organization and keep them safe? But I couldn't think of anything. I didn't know what to do. I needed advice from an old friend. Fran.
I see. I hear some pretty crazy confessions in my line of work, but this one takes the cake. But don't worry, all right? You could have told me you were being attacked by Martians and I still would have believed you.
The truth is, Boss and I were both in the same rookie class of police recruits in our 20s. We've been close ever since.
So, can you help me?
I do have one idea.
Huh?
Have you heard of the new investigation department, Abyss? I was put in command there. The sync machine is normally used to look inside someone's head, but it does have another function. You can technically use it to swap bodies.
Swap bodies?
Right. So if we use that...
What do you mean?
I mean, switch bodies with Rohan. The new you will be Rohan, chairman of the Kumakuras. Then you can send out an order. No one lays a finger on Hitomi and Iris.
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my body?
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Blah. My buddy.
Get rid of it?
Look inside their head, but...
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and for all.
But then he'll have to be Rohan.
No one will know what really happened. No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's 2 birds with 1 stone, right?
I like how she knew, like, that he's an assassin and is just pretty chill with it. Joke's on them, I know it all. My body had soaked in so much blood over the years, I was almost glad to get rid of it. But I did have a single regret. I wanted to be with Hitomi! With my body switched, I couldn't show myself to Hitomi! Or Iris. I would never be able to see them again. But I didn't care, as long as they were safe.
All right. Leave everything to me, Hayato Yagyu.
What's his name? What's his name? I don't like his name.
Boss, how did you bring in Rohan Kumakura?
I made up some charges and had the cops take him in.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine, because he's about to switch bodies.
Just doing it all willy-nilly like that.
Rohan has been put to sleep. He will not be waking up for a while.
Remember, to get your consciousness to fully transfer.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Stay in Somnium for more than 6 minutes. Right.
We're counting on you.
Let us begin. 3, 2, 1.
This is a long movie. You guys enjoying the movie? Oh god! Dig! 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 Dig!
Stop!
How do police have access to this kind of tech? It's special tech. That one isn't really that violent, it's strangling. This one might be violent though. We'll put that back up. No! No. 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 Oh god.
Please. Help me. Help me.
Iga! All that stabbing with nothing to stop. Oh, the sensor is that.
You're...
Watching the light fade from someone's eyes as they clutch at your vice-like hands for dear life isn't violent. Good to know. I mean, it's not gory. It's not gory. Gory.
It's me.
Rohan?
Did you forget your own idea?
Does that mean...
I'm Hayato Yagyu. The switch worked.
I'm an egg yolk and another eggshell.
And there's been a breakthrough in the case.
He's so tall.
I know. You don't have to say it.
Regarding the Cyclops serial killings, right?
How did you know?
We can monitor what happens in the Somnium from this room.
We should ask him about it.
Good idea. When Rohan wakes up, we'll interrogate him.
As Rohan?
Huh?
Uh-oh.
What? Pewter, where is he?
How would I know?
This is bad.
Does he go and try to kill Hitomi?
Hey, which way did Rohan go?
Huh? Rohan's standing right there.
No, this isn't Rohan!
Yagyu! Where is Yagyu? Where did he go?
Oh, him. He just left.
What?
Why didn't you stop him?
What do you mean? He's a detective. He said he wanted to leave, so I opened the door. Did I do something wrong?
Stupid. Stupid.
No, don't tell me.
He's gonna go after. Hitomi!
Oh, hello. What are you doing here at this hour?
Is that Ota in disguise? Someone fire this man? Don't do it.
Such beautiful eyes.
Don't do
Oh,
it.
stop. You're always flattering me. Anyway, come on in.
Don't do it.
I'll make
Don't
us
do
some
it.
tea.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Hitomi!
you bastard!
No! Stop!
No.
Stop right there!
I was late to Funny, but I wait almost 2 hours in the actual gameplay. This isn't Beko, this is an imposter. She started about 15-20 minutes in. Yeah, it's a mysterious site, but Beko has changed for a greater sleep. Beko, it's time for bed. And we're almost done! We're so close! She has alarms. Hitome! Had to endure a long, complicated surgery, but she survived. Came at a price. She was left with permanent injury. She had lost all use of her right hand, thanks to the bullet I fired from my own gun.
Everyone, listen up. Hitomi Sagan and her daughter Iris are untouchable from this day forward. If any of you lay a single finger on them.
Who needs a right hand anyways? Was she right-handed?
You don't want to know what'll happen to you. Are we clear?
Yes, sir!
I went to Seo's mansion. By boss's request.
Meet with Saito. Figure out the truth behind the Cyclops murders.
Can Spoomp have yours? My right hand? Not anymore? Chat be weird, champ. We're now sharing hands. What is this? Hand-holding simulator. Hand-holding. Hand-holding simulator.
As long as you're like that, I think he'll be more open with you.
Yeah. Look at this punk kid.
What is it you want to talk about?
Look at this punk. Hand holding? How lewd! About Saito and Rohan. About the next target. Why did the victims have their right eyes taken out?
How long has it been since we last met?
Take your business to the corner over there. Come back when you're done holding hands. Beko, time for bed.
That's an odd question.
It's so close.
Humor me.
The first time we met was when I killed Monica. And my father asked you to deal with the body. But we didn't so much as see each other for 12 years after that. Why are you asking me this?
What was the next time we met?
About half a year ago.
And what did I tell you then?
You don't remember?
Remind me.
I remember you showed up rather suddenly. You really want to kill people? I'll find you targets. Just let me keep the eyes. Then we both get what we want. We'll make good partners. That was your idea. I don't understand why you're asking me.
My idea, was it?
Yes. You told me that you suffer from hemispatial neglect. That you can't recognize the right half of your vision.
Huh. Beko, your second spooky alarm went. How close are we to actually being done? It's like If it's like 15 minutes, that's not too bad. If it's like an hour, that's another story. I know, we're so close.
You always eat the left half of your meals and all that. The same is true of the faces of those you've killed. You can't recognize faces out of your right eye, which means you can only see the right half of their faces. And that's why you pull their right eye. That's what you told me anyway.
Ah, nutritional value.
Do you have someone in mind?
Let me think. What'll it be? The 5th murder? The 5th Cyclops killer victim?
Hold on. Could you not refer to us like that?
Why not?
I told you, it's very old-fashioned.
But that's our name.
A name you decided. You even sent that letter without my permission. You said it would throw off their investigation. I don't know how effective it was.
So there's no relation to Greek mythology?
What? Don't ask me. You're the one who came up with it.
Look, a topiary.
Hey, Saito. Could you come with me for a bit?
Where are we going?
How did they swap bodies? How did they swap bodies? And like, they didn't detain Rohan's body. Like, how did they let him... Like, they knew this one was the one that was doing the killings. This one right here. Why did they let him be in Rohan's body? How did that happen? How did they slip up like that? You are close. We got like 45 minutes, I think, don't we? 25. But at Beko speed, probably an hour. The end is just exposition, the usual Beko stream, getting backlog. But in a game this time,
there's a place I want to take you.
Really?
I'm good.
Is it perhaps the police station?
Da da da. Da da da. They surrounded me. We have you surrounded.
What are you doing?
You aren't the real Rohan Kumakura. I could tell as soon as you opened your mouth. Let's get a change of scenery. Fortunately for you, I am interested in hearing you talk.
Da da da.
Mr. Kumakura showed me this place, so it's fitting that this is where you die. What a wonderful feeling.
What a feeling.
The truth serum is working beautifully.
Feels so good to be alive.
Wow. I see. I see. You got into that body with the sync machine.
Oh, he knows too much. Look at all these bodyguards. All of these bodyguards know too much. Where are they? Where are they in all of this? They know way too much.
Fascinating. I'm intrigued. I want to see it for myself. The prototype sync machine. Where is it? Chiba? You there. Why don't you go and fetch it for me? Don't worry. I'll pay whatever it costs.
They just did this stuff for him? These are bodyguards. They did all this shady stuff for him? What the frick? I like this guy. He's so optimistic, smiling through this whole conversation.
Well, it looks like preparations are complete. Let's say you and I get started.
Why you rip it off? Why you do that to your own eyeball?
All right, let's go.
He's got a smile a spoon can rely on? Yeah, rely on, sure. You know, when someone doesn't need to be someone anymore? I bet the bodyguards stopped listening to him because they stayed in for too long. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. They weren't. He wasn't thinking about it. Like, the bodyguards aren't gonna listen to him.
What are you doing? Follow him!
They just left him there? Guys, police, are you serious? You call Spoonf. If Spoonf doesn't pick up, you call Saito. Blood for the blood god. So Spoonf and Saito are one and the same. Now I know who to avoid. My memories after that were lost in a violent haze. I was forcibly disconnected during the sync. Saito's mind overwhelmed me. Only my consciousness was sent over. My memories were left behind in my original body. I thought I might have some of Saito's memories to cling to, but I never picked them up. Maybe because they weren't mine to hold. I felt like reality itself was disappearing. I was confused and lost, like suffering from a permanent hallucination. I could barely feel my feet beneath me walking under the city lights. When I regained my faculties, I found that I was in Golden Yokocho. My wandering with no destination in mind was interrupted by a woman.
You're Saito Sejima?
I
guess not.
Huh?
Sorry, I just had a feeling. I heard that the prototype machine was stolen, so we lost communication for a whole week.
Who are you?
Just as I thought. You've lost your memory. All right. From now on, think of me as your boss.
Scenario: you lose your memory. You're wandering through the streets, and just some woman, just some hot babe walks up to you and is just like, "Hey, how you doing? Is your name blah blah blah?" And you're like, "Excuse me, what?" And she's just like, "Oh, you don't remember? Never mind. I'm your boss." And that, like just like, you have no memory and you're like, okay, I guess that sounds legit. Hot babe comes up to you, tells you she's your boss. Legit. When Spoonf enters a room, everyone experiences a significant emotional event. Snack the bit time. Streamer is stalling. Do we get to bang? What? Staller? Staller? I'm sorry, I'm just saying.
Boss?
She just claimed him.
That's right. That's what you'll call me. Come with me. To where you belong.
Okay. Stranger danger. Date just got picked up.
I managed to make a new family register for you. From today on, you have a new name and a new life. As a member of Abyss, the team I run.
You want me to be a police officer?
You were a policeman before, remember? You've already passed the exams. There shouldn't be a problem.
But he didn't retain any of his memories. How do you know if he remembers how to be a detective? It's a hot babe. If I forgot my memories, who else do I follow?
But the new me didn't pass.
That's fine, trust me. It won't be a problem. That congressman knows how to pull strings.
Who?
No one, never mind.
So what's my new name?
Kaname Date.
Where'd you pick that from?
I hope you like it.
Kaname Date.
Yep. Nice to meet you, Date.
This is what happens. He's lost all his brain cells. No wonder he was such a useless
the official
detective.
title is AI Ball.
Spoonf will show you the way. He's not a detective, he's a defect.
You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
He needs one of those. He needs a companion. It's his own personal Vtuber. in his brain. Wait, 1 year later, how did they administer the drugs into him for a whole year without Aiba?
How are you feeling? Your head clearing up? I've been waiting. I really want you to enjoy this show. I need you to see it clearly. Awake. Looking at it.
Come on, bring up the self-destruct code. Bring it up. Self-destruct. Hut. What was Falco's real name? You know it. What happened after we exchanged minds? Counterattack? About Rohan after the personality exchange? Counterattack. What do you mean counterattack? Tell me. Uh-oh. Was that a mistake?
Stop right there!
Much like Pewter's pants, defective, very defective. Stop poking holes in this Swiss cheese plot, Beko. Date became a pervert from constantly being in the presence of Pewter's
6 years ago, Rohan, in Falco's body, visited Hitomi's house and tried to kill her.
Self-destruct mode in 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like my luggage. Oh no.
But that didn't go very well. He was arrested by the police.
New headcanon acquired.
He was sent to trial and sentenced to life in prison.
No.
It only makes sense.
No.
Falco was an assassin responsible for countless murders. The title assassin makes it sound so clean and professional, doesn't it? But he was a murderer. A serial killer. Life in prison was a light sentence as far as I'm concerned. You deserved far worse. Consider yourself lucky.
I get the feeling I want to save. Yes, please.
You would know more about that than me. Or do you not remember?
I do.
You've been using other men's names for so long you don't even know your own.
It's Yagyu. Hayato Yagyu.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Spum's AVs redeemed wasn't a waste. Oh, save.
You're a
Oh.
Japanese native who worked as a police officer. Imagine a police officer being a serial killer. I don't think the public would react kindly to that if they found out. Heads would roll. Departments would fold. There would be shameful suicides.
Oh no. I'm feeling kind of peckish. Maybe I'll do some serial killing here in a bit. Maybe some honeycomb or Lucky Charms. Ah, Lucky Charms. I forcibly eat all of the grains first so I could just have a bowl of marshmallows. That's happened a few times, cops being serial killers. Yeah.
So your superiors decided that erasing every record of your existence was the preferable option. Hayato Yagyu ceased to exist.
After those jokes, maybe you should have some Cheerios.
And Falco, the anonymous assassin, was sent to prison, where he was known as Number 89, fitting for a man with no name.
I bought like 20 bags of just the mallows. They were only 0.20. Really? Only 25 cents a bag? Where do you buy that? That can't be healthy, but it's tasty. Nom nom nom.
What are you doing? Follow him!
Amazon. On Amazon. 25 cents? I found like a big pound, like, I think it was like 6-pound bag or something. And it was like...
After the sink
I
6
don't know,
years
20
ago,
bucks?
I became a parasite in Rohan's body. But I was broken.
Because you beat him up.
The sync only sent data to my brain piece by piece. But that error did allow me to escape prison.
Prison? Why?
No! Stop!
It was Rohan who was accused of injuring Hitomi. Naturally, I went to trial, being the one inside Rohan's body at the time, for a violation of firearms law and attempted murder. However,
It didn't stick.
Prosecution tried to get him on premeditated murder, but it was determined that he was insane at the time. Anyway, they decided to keep him in a special hospital.
They weren't in the system proper yet, Walmart? Oh no. I bought one, they weren't tagged yet. When it rang up that low, I went back and bought the whole case. Lucky! Lucky! I want some. Last. Counterattack! Self-destruct mode. Initiate! You tried to sweep Saito's feet. No! Self-destruct! But then...
you have a choice. Iris and Hitomi. Die before these two or after. I would of course prefer that you choose the latter. It would be quite a lonely affair with no one watching. So, what do you want to do? I'll give you to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh!
No, wait!
Mama!
Damn.
How did it... Was he listening?
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But are you really Date?
Yeah, how'd you know?
Someone called Aiba told me about it. It was weird. It was kind of like eavesdropping.
Aiba?
Where is she? I don't see her anywhere.
In Saito's left eye socket.
She can make calls without alerting the human that she's in. She could make calls on her own. Iris' #1 fan, putting all that hand-holding power to good great use. Yeah.
What's wrong?
Sorry, but the bastard got me. Take this.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take
Do it.
this.
Tessa and her mom are in danger, right? Please, save them.
Do it. Gave a firm nod. Grip the gun. Following Saito. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Speed run. Imagine the possibilities. Where is he? We're gonna be zooming. We're gonna be zooming.
Iris!
Date, do you like fireworks? I love them. A brilliant, glimmering fragment of time. The flash begins as a perfectly ordered chemical reaction that melts into chaos.
With everything else in this game, Becca's logical dilemma is an AI making a phone call. Yes.
Human lives are the same, are they not? As is the universe itself.
Damn it! I can't get into my sights. And I can't get any help from Aiba.
Blooming, scattering in the moment. And it's only a single moment, isn't it? A unique moment that you can never revisit. That's what makes life beautiful.
Should I just risk it?
No! Self-destruct! Self-destruct.
But if I miss, I'll hit Iris.
Self-freaking-destruct.
But I've spoken enough. It's showtime. I will show you the most beautiful fireworks you've ever seen.
Self-destruct, whatever the self-destruct code
The
was.
scattering of the cerebral plasma. The splattering blood. It's art. Perfect, beautiful art of a lonely moment in time.
You're taking too long to figure out the solution.
Don't blink. I want this to burn into your retinas.
Where's my sensor?
Well, the one you have left.
Damn
What
it.
do you want me to do?
What do I do?
What do I do? Self-destruct.
What do I do?
What do I do? Self-destruct. Give me the option. Prompt me the option. Please don't make me fail. Don't do this a fail and be like, hey, alternate route. Oh, nice. Are we just calling everybody now, Aiba?
Mizuki!
We're just calling everybody?
Bastard! What do you think you're doing to Iris?
Ow, ow, that's a pipe.
Tessa! I'm here to help!
Listen to her go ham. Don't throw him next to the gun! What are you doing?
Mizuki!
Beat him! Don't! Beat him! Beat him! Ugh! 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 He's still holding the gun somehow. Steal the cat-eared... Wait. Steal the cat-eared headphones? Can't have them be obliterated?
Did you find him?
Seems to be indifferent. Get wrecked by a 12-year-old. Yeah. Yeah! Get wrecked! Stupid Deus Ex Machina, I know. Letting all that anger out at the one who looked like Date, all the perviness got to her, I know. She's so triggered. Oh yeah, under the chin, Spoon felt that one.
No! I can't find him anywhere!
Where the hell is he?
Are you guys okay? How's your foot? You mean your leg? Your thigh?
I'm fine. This is nothing.
Your precious thigh?
Stop worrying about me and go get that guy.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Go save my mom.
Some girl named Aiba told me to come. I heard everything.
About the mind swapping, too. I heard it, too. From Saito. Uncle, it's really you, right?
He's got two girls to care for now. Okay, how do I go? Where do I go? What do you want me to do? You came to help? Okay, okay. She's too tall. She's too tall for Mizuki.
Yeah, of course.
Why is he here? Was it a pipe or a wiffle bat? Wiffle ball bat. It's a pipe. She holds a pipe. The little pest is everywhere. No way anyone can handle that many head hits. Full on lead pipe. His head would have looked like a watermelon.
If I didn't come, who would?
Maybe it was plastic. It's a PVC pipe.
Oh, but don't flatter yourself, Date. We didn't come here for you. We're here to save Iris and Hitomi. Hitomi!
Right. Got it.
He's got that gruff voice. Come on! Oh, what do I do? Oh, I look around. Okay. He's gonna clobber me if I look in the right direction. Ladder? What am I looking at?
Did he go through the door?
I didn't hear it open.
Is he still nearby?
Maybe.
I actually have to find him. Oh, is that him? That's him up there. That's him. That's them.
Date!
That's them. Go get it. PVC is enough for a concussion. Hitomi! You can make a good club out of 3/4 inch PVC. Rushing up the stairs, step by step. Ha, 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 ha. This is like Metal Gear right here. When I reach the top floor, sight, I will never forget greeted my eyes. Wait, sensor? Sensor?
Damn it!
Mom! Iris!
It seems I have an even bigger audience now. That's fine. Having more spectators will be a treat for us all.
Tactical Beko action. Why does it sound so familiar? It sounds like Metal Gear.
You all want to see, don't you? The fireworks?
No. Sounds Metal Gear-ish. Yeah.
Oh. Am I wrong? So you don't want to see the fireworks? Fine.
No.
Let's do this then. Date, drop your weapon. I promise I'll put the fireworks on hold. I'll even release this woman.
He's lying, Date!
Don't do it!
Throw down your gun, Date.
Can it even shoot that far? Can it even shoot that far?
I see. You don't intend to take me up on my generous proposal?
Oh, it works for you? That's good.
Date.
You want to shoot me, is that it? Then do it. But you only get one shot. You have to kill me with one bullet. If you don't, the fireworks show will begin in earnest.
Give me the self-destruct button!
And I will blow this woman's brains into the sky.
I have the answer. I know the answer.
What will it be, Date? What will you do?
Should I pull the trigger? Wait. Save. Save. It's not pull the trigger. It's self-destruct. But should I pull the trigger? He can't make that shot from that far. I'll pull the trigger to get the bad ending. Save, yeah, I know. That's like 20-30 yards. That's not the easiest shot, but doable. Not with a hostage and a handgun though. Yeah, this is, I don't even know. This is like a old rifle. So, pull the trigger for the bad ending, right? We want to see the bad ending and then we'll go do the good ending where they finally allow me to do the self-destruct button. Pull the trigger.
I can't hit him at this range. I can't aim with one eye.
Okay, don't pull the trigger. Oh, do I have to just keep doing it over and over again like the last time where he did the bomb? Shotgun. If it's not a slug gun, it will kill both. Take her out of the equation. Just A.
If only Iva was here, I could take him out with her assist gauge. Damn it! My limbs are weak.
Arm spaghetti tactical duke.
Is it the sedative?
He's making so many excuses. Just do it.
It's no good. I can't get him in my sights. I pulled the trigger now. I've only got one shot. If I miss, it's all over. This gun is a bolt-action rifle.
It's a bolt-action rifle, guys. What does that mean? What are his chances? How do you calculate? Oh yeah, that's bad. That's a bad gun. Don't try it. I know this is the bad end.
If I fire and miss, he'll have enough time while I'm pulling back the lever too.
She'll die. I know she'll die.
I can't miss. Hitomi's life is on the line.
Hitomi! Give me the option to fail.
Even if I don't take the shot, Hitomi's still in danger. I have no choice. Please hit him.
Miss. Unless he's shooting with his feet, it's not terrible odds. It's a great gun for this short of hit. Really? Not with an eye like his. I watched as the bullet sliced through Saito's cheek and buried itself in the back wall with a bang. So just his cheek, he missed, and the next moment, dead. Heard a click and the sound of my mind shattering. Da da da. Bad end. Okay. Ow! Would you like to save? Yes, but not over my other save. Not over this one. We can do this one. Me and my girlfriend, Atami. Look at all these saves. I've filled up all of my slots. Okay. Okay, we'll do this one. Okay. Take me back. Can I go to... Ow! Can I go to... Is it gonna bring me back to where I was? No, 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 no! Mission accomplished. Time for a beer and a nap. Bad end. It wasn't that hard to aim at Beko. Pew pew. Hits might be too loud. I'm sorry. I have it loud on purpose. That way I actually genuinely react to it. If Date was 100% and he missed that shot, Spoon's sound
I got it all
should
back.
have killed him first, and Saito out of spite.
It's awful. Well, I
Assaulting the Beko out of nowhere. Assault Beko out of nowhere. Did on purpose, trying to use the words. Rub-a-dub-dub, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Spoon, you are the Waylord in the tub. Thank you, thank you. Oopsie. Skip, skip. Why have I done this to myself? Flop faster. Go back. Go back. Menu. Yes. 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 Instructions unclear. Assaulted Beko. Understood. Autosave. Okay, we want this one. Yes, please. Okay, now will you let me let Aiba self-destruct? Please and thank you. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't do it. I like how you get the one option for that. Like, don't do it.
Well done. However, you aren't out of the woods yet. You have to throw your gun down, remember? You have 1 minute. If that weapon is still in your hands, I'll start the fireworks. And one more thing. If any of you move, I'll skip down to 0. Let's begin. Ready? 59.
Wait,
Date, look!
What am I doing? What am I looking at?
It's that girl I told you about!
She's gonna tell me about the self-destruct, right?
Date, I do not have much time. Listen carefully. As I mentioned previously, I cannot escape this body. The surge of electricity shorted out my circuits. I cannot administer a paralyzing electric shock either. However, there is another option.
Self-destruct! Self-destruct! A whole minute. He said if any of us moved. We technically just moved. I'm looking at Ota's phone. Ota had to whip out his phone. He had to raise his arm to show me his phone. That is considered moving. He should have shot. A full minute? Cheeky. Draw out the suffering. Saito is Spoon's soulmate.
Huh?
Self-destruct. Ah! Ah! I knew it. Not Aiba. Let Tomi go. We need Aiba.
Let us determine a code number. Command 41205. If you issue this command, I will detonate.
No, that's still too dangerous. The number will be the first lock. If I give you the second command within 1 minute of the first...
What is the second command?
How about if I tell a lie?
A lie?
Something that's not the truth. If I say something untrue, I want you to regard it as the second command.
Is your data stored in the cloud?
Unfortunately, that data has all been deleted. I'm speaking to you using only local data.
Then, if your body is destroyed...
Correct. I will be destroyed as well.
10. 9.
Ah! How did so much time pass? We were at 60 seconds and now we're on 10?
Say it, Date.
6. 5.
Tedder, I gotta die. Beko wanting an eye to self-destruct just to kill some guy. We can't kill Aiba. What has she done to deserve Beko's wrath? Listen. She's being destroyed. She's being eaten alive already. Okay? Pewter's being a dick and killing her already. So it's like, if she's gonna go out, she might as well save someone's life in the process. Stalling, show her mercy and let it end.
Command!
2.
Listen, Linda.
You are even more of an idiot than I thought. Do I look like the kind of man who keeps his promises? Now you get to see 5 fireworks. If you didn't drop your gun, it would have only been 1. You understand? After I dispose of this woman, I will pop their heads as well. I can't believe you did that. Fortunately for you, you won't have long to regret it.
How posh. I can't believe you did that. Gun suffering, I know. Moma's in the other room, he hears the clink. He's like, what have you done to my baby girl gun? It's a 22 rat shot. It's not a big lot. Interesting choice of words considering there is a bomb in your head.
Yes. The burning in your eye. I see it now. Watch. Eyes open. Watch this woman die. See her brain burn like fireworks.
Aiba, can you hear me?
Yes.
We don't have a choice.
I know.
Command 41205.
Okay, Date.
I...
No, don't make me cry. Don't show me flashbacks. This isn't what I need. No. Don't do it. No. The freaking pudgy bear. Don't do it. Stupid game.
I hate you, Aiba.
What?
I hate you, and I never want to see you again.
Don't say it.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
Be seeing you.
Oh my god! God damn it! Oh my god! I'm busy crying and you do that to me!
Has Aiba always been in your left eye?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
I thought you'd be jealous.
Jealous.
Huh?
God. Oh my god, you guys are saying a lot of things.
So much, Uncle.
No, don't thank me.
Oh my god.
Thank
I wasn't prepared.
Mr. Falco. It is you, Falco. Right?
Momo's kind of bleeding hard. We need to get some medical attention
You
there.
shouldn't call me that. I am Kaname Date, MPD, Special Investigation Team Abyss. Sinker.
Damn you, Pewter, and your dump truck for killing Aiba's backup cloud data. I know. Pewter is just fighting for best girl. Gotta kill the competition. Pewter wishes it was him. I had to do it. That they right on time. Love that part. Filter didn't make it in time. I didn't realize that would happen. I didn't realize we would have front row seats to that. I just got here. Oh my god, admirable. Admirable Poppin' Fresh. Hello, I'm sorry. That was your first thing you saw. Perfect censorship. Nice going. That censor is perfect. Should Spoon have warned Beko? Yes. Does he care now? Boom. We all knew it was coming, even her. And she just stood idly by and chose violence. Did y'all really expect to see it that good though? I didn't expect it to be like front row seats, like focus point right there. I thought it would be like, you know, some sort of, I thought the game would censor itself or something. I don't know. It's just like being crushed by power. What the frick? 3 months later. It was so beautiful, wasn't it? No. No.
Uncle, your left eye.
Oh, this? It's just a prosthetic. It doesn't bother me.
Oh, good. As you can see, I'm great.
Just head this down.
Hop, hop. Kangaroo goes hop.
I'm glad the surgery went well.
Yeah. The nanomachines went pew pew and bzz bzz and got rid of all the tumors. At least, that's what I think they sound like. I don't know, they're small. Anyway, everything is fine now. The doctor even said I can dance again.
That's the most important thing.
All thanks to the boss. She paid for the treatment. Can you believe it?
How rich is boss? What the frick? That's not exactly true. Boss didn't pay out of her pocket. It was a confidential transfer of funds from the main office. Iris knows everything about the original and new Cyclops serial killings now. Not just her. Hitomi, Mizuki, Hitome! Opa, Moma, they all know. The higher-ups were willing to do anything to keep it from getting out. Why? Why? So in return for her silence, they agreed to pay for Iris's treatment.
Maybe I owe it to the shrine.
Nanomachines? Nanomachines. Nanomachines. R.I.P. tumors. It's not a tumor. Nanomachines.
I feel like I ate the fruit of immortality in a dream somewhere.
Then I guess you're immortal, huh?
We'll see 50 years from now. The way you are now is more familiar for me anyway, so my old uncle is back, you know? Besides, I don't care what you look like.
You tried to go on a date with your uncle.
You're always uncle to me.
Chuck-kun is about to visit her. Oh, no.
Isn't that how it should be? To judge by our hearts and not by our appearance?
So I'm really that ugly, huh?
No. It's a rugged kind of handsome.
I prefer you when you were Date. Is that what she's trying to say?
Because of the memories. I wanted to come here with Uncle again.
She's like, oh
Ratty
crap.
Cake, Ratty Cake, Baker's man.
She's like, oh
Bake
crap.
me a cake
Goddamn.
as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I win! Yay!
By the way, I still don't have the answer to my question.
Kindergartner cop reference swung for the fences and got a foul ball. She has the totem of undying, just a shovel-forged version. Haha. With her nanomachine tainted heart, girls like him crazy. She didn't know that Date was crazy. Denied.
What question?
When am I gonna hear good news from you two? When will Uncle be my dad?
You tried to go out with him. You tried to go out with Date. I stared out into the distance and something caught my eye. Winter irises in full bloom. Are we
Well, let's
settling?
get going.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
still have a lot of people to see.
Yesterday, Iris was discharged from the hospital. Iris said that she wanted to see everyone who visited her, but she's a little embarrassed to go by herself, so I promised I'd take her.
We also have to get home.
So wait, who's taking care of Mizuki? Mizuki has no parents. Both of them are dead. Am I still taking care of Mizuki?
Shovel Forge.
If you try it, I'm leaving.
I'm kidding.
Back to the Alabama. Okay, Iris really needs to step back a bit. I'm fine with heads exploding, but this, no.
But we do have a date, don't we?
No!
The date we had 3 months ago isn't over yet.
What are you talking about? You want to call me dad. You want to call me dad, but you still want to go on a 3-month-long date.
So let's go.
Mizuki who? Mizuki don't exist no more, apparently. Save. Are we actually gonna get an ending? When are we gonna get an ending? Ending. Who cares about people greeting Iris? Give me a Date ending. Oh! God, such a needy little pest. Daddy complex. Dang girl, banjos can only play so loud. Ah, I saved. I did.
I'm glad you finally got out of that hospital.
Thanks, boss.
Why are you asking? You see me every day.
We sacrificed Aiba for this. I know. I'm waiting for Aiba 2.0. Come on. Give it to me. Hello. How you doing?
Are you gonna go to the club later?
Interested? But you're still a bit too young. I'll take you when you're older. Promise. Still thinking about her, huh?
No, not exactly.
Well, doesn't surprise me.
Quick, what's Iris' self-destruct code? A-set, you bet.
You two were great partners.
I want to ask you something. 3 months ago, when we exchanged our final words, I look like I do now. I wasn't in Date's body.
What?
But Aiba still obeyed me.
Second command confirmed. I understand.
You're underestimating the Wadjet system.
Huh?
Aiba was no ordinary AI. She was human in so many ways, including the ability to see and think beyond the physical. She didn't need your voice or iris authentication or anything like that. She knew the real you and regarded you as her master. That's why she followed your command, despite looking completely different. I think maybe she knew your soul, Date.
Take me to the club, boss? I doubt this chick. How old is she? She's barely 18, I think, right? Legends is making me wanna buy Diamond and Pearl Remake, but the reviews are so awful. What, isn't there the new game? Just play whatever the new game is. Don't just play that's Legends, right? What? It almost seems like Platinum would be better. Skip the remake? Yeah.
Boss, I gotta ask. Why didn't you tell me about what happened 6 years ago?
Well, when Shoko's corpse was found, I didn't think it had anything to do with the Cyclops killer. I thought the culprit was Rohan Kumakura, remember? And he committed suicide a year before.
The set you bet backwards? Oh. Tabula Tessa.
I never thought that he was swapping bodies. And the other person responsible for the original Cyclops serial killings was locked up in Fuchu, making it impossible for Saito or Rohan to be involved. So, I didn't tell you. Besides, the sync machine being used to swap bodies is a national secret. I was ordered to never reveal that information to anyone under any circumstances.
And yet she revealed it to me.
So that's why you kept me in the dark?
Yeah. By the way, Date, I have a gift for you.
A gift?
Close your eyes.
Did she just knock me out?
Don't worry, it's just some knockout gas.
Guys, she just knocked me out. With Iris there.
What?
Did Iris know about this?
You're going to experience something incredible.
I don't know how I feel about that. You can't guarantee that.
That's my present to you.
Wait! Drug 911, please help me!
Why?
Shh. Sweet dreams, Date.
Guys, boss, Iris is right there. What are you doing? Does she got like a tank of dopamine that she's just gonna, like... hello?
This is the sync room.
She didn't ask for tea. She didn't ask me if I wanted tea, guys. Dom me, mommy. Run away. No, mommy. No. I told you guys, some random babe comes up to you when you've lost your memory and is just like, hey, I'm your boss now. I told you.
Pewter?
I told you guys. Hello, Pewter. What is it, butt cheeks? What? Where's Iris?
Don't worry. She's with the boss. She's safe.
I can't trust any of you guys.
I did not. But I did use the sync chair.
For what? If you didn't use it to sync, what did you use the sync chair for?
For what?
Something.
You guys are so secretive.
Am I not allowed to be here?
Of course not. You should have been arrested 3 months ago.
Yeah. You were working with Renju. Naughty Pewter. He was immediately punished and fired from the force?
Yes. I was arrested. I'm eating awful meals every awful day in an equally awful detention facility.
Then how are you here?
I wonder.
Don't act dumb.
Date, it's okay. Boss brought him here.
She did.
Why?
Why?
She told us not to tell you.
Huh?
F you, pewter. He's just napping.
Anyway, I'm sort of like his handler now.
Oh hey, it's the co-man. It's Kagami.
I'm supposed to be an inspector, but I was the only person qualified for this job. Kind of pathetic, isn't it?
No, of course not. About my face.
I heard. Plastic surgery, right? Must have been a really bad wound to have to remake your whole face like that. But it looks like it worked at least.
You're
Was it, Kaniza?
It's Kagami!
Kagami.
Kaniza, where did you even get that from? Only the first 2 letters are the same.
What did
Literally
I say?
2/3 of the name is totally different.
Don't ever change. Kokoro. It's the inspector I see everywhere. Yes. Ooh ha ha ha. Ooh ha ha ha. Hi! Hello! Thank you. Hello Raiders! How are you guys doing today? Welcome. Wait. It's that guy you haven't seen in a while. 80 hours into Legends, it's like 30-hour game, but you ignored the main quest? How are you doing, oh wait. So... What way are you playing? Anyone notice that Pewter is supposed to be... Piata? Like computer? Oh! Hi Beko, I can raid. Welcome Raiders. Streamer stalling. Oh, more Katamari! How did you roll the ball? There are so many things about the glitches and the lack of feature updates and the limited Pokédex. Oh, really? Backwards died. I know. I'm going fast. Today was good video game day, Beko. Really? That's good. Welcome to the end of the game. We rolled the whole moon. Nice. Okay. Why am I here? Faster.
Everything that the boss did, she did for you. Ask her about it.
What?
She truly cares about you, you know. That's why she kept silent about what happened 6 years ago. You were once an assassin. If your secret ever got out, your life would be effectively over. But the boss protected you by hiding your past.
Even then, we still better than the remakes. And earlier today, we completed the Pokédex. Oh, did you get to the end finally? I'm getting there, but I have to talk to so many people. And they made me cry. Which caught me off guard. And then they showed me fireworks, and I wasn't prepared. The Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl reviews are pretty low. That's sad. That's unfortunate. We saw a head explode. Fun experience. No, I love this game. Do you? And she is stalling to not go to bed. I'm trying to finish this game because I don't want to. I don't have another slot for it. And then Beko stalled, and
I
go
don't
faster.
think she wanted you to leave her alone. Now, who is she to you? Anyway,
my boss.
Now that this is done, I'll excuse myself.
What is done? What did you do to me? What did you do? What did he do? Did they install the new eye? Is this Aiba 2.0? Did he somehow make an eyeball in prison? Did he somehow make an eyeball in prison?
What happened to Boss?
She went home. She said she needed to do something in Kabukicho.
She left?
Anyway, forget about that. Let's play!
Play?
Short attention span.
Shovel Forge.
Now. We've got a bunch of people that you wanted to visit. Look at all these people you wanted to visit. Oh, yeah. Oh, we have to go to Sajima. We have to go to So and be like, hey, sorry for killing your son. We killed your son. New Date voice is so good. Swoon. Legends is great, and Sword and Shield are more divisive. Oh, cool. Now they let airhead VTubers into classified spaces. What? What else are you supposed to do in prison? Get a lot of time to kill, I'm sure. Yeah, literally you are like in the final of the game. Not much longer now. I know, I'm trying to speed run. Stop looking at the chat. Okay. I left Iris in the car. I figured that she didn't want to see him. I parked the car a little down the way. She doesn't know that I'm here. What do you mean she doesn't know?
I see your
that I'm
face has improved. This one doesn't make me so angry.
What? He knew? Because it's not his son's face, I guess. I don't know who told him, but he must know about the switch.
What did you come here for?
I want to ask you something.
What? What? Why are you here? He lives here.
That's a strange question to ask a man in his own home.
Hello, dog. How you doing? Welcome to the ending of the game. Senpai no longer notices us.
I just thought prison would suit you better.
Don't you know the law? No one can touch me.
Dog, good. Thank you so much for the follow. With every level, I grow stronger. Thank you. Yay.
Even though we both know you committed a crime.
Indeed.
Lots of crime.
18 years ago.
You can redeem it. Redeem what? What are we redeeming? What are you guys talking about? It's minutes. Go.
And I was not the one who killed Monica Iwai.
No stall.
That was my son, Saito.
But you hired the Kumakuras to hide the body.
He's got like no grief. He's like, it was my son.
The statute of limitations for improper handling of a corpse is 3 years. I did what I did to protect my son. I hardly think that is a sin. Are you familiar with Article 105 of the Penal Code? Relatives of those who have committed crimes cannot be prosecuted for evidence tampering or obstruction of justice.
Oh. Interesting. Oof.
That's ridiculous.
Yet another fail? What? Wait, why did I do that? It's dog eater.
I agree. If I were still a congressman, I might think about changing it.
That's right. You're not a politician anymore. The media has already begun tearing you to pieces.
Yes. Soon I won't be able to live in this country anymore.
Look at his smile. Why is he happy about that?
Retire to an island somewhere and live the rest of my days in leisure.
He has no son. His son is dead. He had to step down as politician. He's like feeding his turtles.
Be careful,
He's happy about that.
There are a lot of people out there who have a grudge against you. People who will follow you to the ends of the earth.
Stalling intensifies. No
That's
chat.
none of your concern. Is that all you wanted to ask me?
It's still going. Oh my god, why do you have so many things you want to talk about? About the chemical plant 8 years ago. Did you ever be 89? Why didn't you look for Saito 6 years ago? Why did you call Shoko's phone? Ugh. 6 years ago, my mind was implanted in the body of Saito. Run faster, we've seen this. Oh crap. But so, Saito's father never even put out a missing persons report on his son. Why? ¿Por qué?
Because of the woman you call boss. 6 years ago, she came to me and explained the whole thing.
Ah.
You know about the Cyclops serial killings? The culprit is your son, Saito Sejima. But you already knew that, didn't you?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying we should make a deal. You give me one thing, and I promise none of this will be released to the public.
What is it?
Leave Saito with us. Tell anyone who asks that Saito is soul-searching on a trip around the world or something. Do we have a deal?
I didn't have much of a choice, of course. If I refused, Saito's crimes would be exposed and my political career would be over. Besides, I never held much love for him in the first place. She was practically doing me a favor. So, of course, I said yes. And in doing so, I was able to learn a secret of the Metropolitan Police Department. It worked quite nicely for
me. Did you ever meet 89?
By the way, did you ever meet number 89?
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see his face?
No. Why?
No reason. I've been studying for the past 3 months. I've learned a lot about the explosion of the chemical plant in Kawasaki. It was caused by you and Rohan, the chairman of the Kumakuras at the time.
Do I really have an hour to go? It's almost done. 2 hours left. What the frick? West Coast Time Management, 2 hours,
As you know,
8
my
hours?
son Saito was abnormal, with all of the awful things that my son did. I used my money to cover it up, but that got increasingly expensive, you see. One day, 9 years ago, Saito called me.
9 years?
Dad, I thought of a plan.
9 years? But everything, the body swapping happened 6 years ago. The timeline on this game is maddening, I think. Because the body swapping happened 6 years ago, right? The body swapping happened 6 years ago. Monica died? Was that 6 years ago? Did she die 6 years ago? Or did she die more than 6 years ago? I thought she died 6 years ago. They keep using the number 6, and this guy was 12. So, what do you mean 9 years ago? How old is he right now? How old is he right here?
A foolproof plan to make us rich.
The chemical plant explosion plan. To help ensure that the casino in Kawasaki would be extraordinarily profitable.
She died 18 years ago? Was it 18 years ago? Is Iris 21? I thought, but when they were talking, they were...
It was Saito's idea.
True. My son was born with an abnormal mind. But if I had never been involved with Monica in the first place, perhaps he wouldn't have ended up losing control completely.
Nah, he was gonna kill a human to begin with. He was gonna... He already determined he was gonna kill a human. Iris is 18. See, I'm so
As soon as he
confused.
drove his knife into Monica, something awakened in him. In the end, that's what led to his destructive, violent plan.
You sound like you're blaming yourself.
Perhaps.
Do I care?
Do you recall the conversation we had? That my secretary got a call from number 89? That is true. I did get that call.
I know. You spoke with number 89, didn't you?
I did.
What did you talk about?
He told me this. A woman named Shoko Nadami knows what happened 18 years ago. Contact her.
And you called her phone?
Yes.
That's it? What?
I can't say exactly. The only thing he said was, I realized everything when Shoko arrived. I have to see her again. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Okay, we're done. We're
Well.
done here.
I'll be seeing you, so.
Goodbye. She was a child when her not real mom got shot, remember? So Monica had been frozen for a while. For a really long time, I guess.
I very much doubt that.
Yeah, you're probably
so
right.
Long. Faster, 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 faster. We parted ways without saying goodbye. Adios.
Oh, damn. I left Iris waiting. She might be angry. I gotta get back to her soon.
Iris, didn't you say you were going to see everyone who visited you at the hospital today?
I know, spooky! I know!
Yes, Mom. I still have some people to see.
I'm so close.
But Uncle really wanted to come here.
First time Beko's tagging along to the gym in a long time, just saying, really? Oh, not for long.
I said no such thing.
Come on, don't be shy. There are a lot of things you want to talk about, right?
I can put it on auto. Listen, if I put it on auto,
Come on,
it'll
just
play.
do it.
And just keep playing. I'm not ready. No, just, of course, I want to ask her, but no, I don't want to talk.
Uncle, you're so shy.
Go faster. She's teasing me. I can't help but loosen up them rusted screws. Hitomi! How things been? It's been 3 months.
Things have calmed down, thanks to you.
How's your arm?
The school has changed, but being a teacher hasn't.
Go faster. Tell me, how about Iris's recovery?
Thank you. This is all thanks to you, Falco.
No,
not
I didn't do
Falco
anything.
anymore.
Also, that name.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Date. I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart.
About Renju and that.
They were my best friends.
You've lost them both now.
We would always go to this little coffee shop after school. They had this old game machine there. It looked like a table, and it was about shooting invading aliens or something like that. We talked about all sorts of things sitting there. Our love lives, our potential careers, things we didn't like about our teachers. It was their idea that I become a teacher, you know? They told me that teaching elementary suited me
There's
perfectly.
no normal Beko stream?
Those were such fun times.
That's cool. What about your right arm? How's it doing? Still dead? Do I really have so much to go?
No! Stop!
See, I like how they censor this arm shooting bit. Yeah, let's censor the arm shooting bit. Let's not censor the head explosion. Let's not do that. There hasn't been that much backlogging. What happened? I was silent, but she noticed my
If
face.
this is about my arm, don't worry
Don't worry.
about.
Yeah, don't worry
You
about
tried
it.
to defend me.
Exactly.
I know that.
Yeah. They know everything
You're
that happens
too
so far.
nice, Mom.
Yeah.
I will never forgive you.
Ah.
You have to take responsibility.
Iris.
No, let me talk.
She wants hot
Uncle will be your right arm. That's how he can make it up to you. Maybe not now. It might take some time, but I'll be waiting. One day, Uncle will stand on Mom's right side, and we can go wherever we want. The three of us. To the ocean. Barbecues. And we can make okonomiyaki.
I'm going. Mercy happened? You're almost done. It's literally all
Where's that
epilogue
hot
now.
plate
I
I
know.
bought?
On the shelf.
And I'm gonna need a raincoat.
Hey, that's cheating.
You're planning on being covered in flour?
Of course. That's why it's fun.
Stop your laughing. I was an assassin. I can't make those disappear, but if I protect them, blah blah blah, smiling for the rest of my days. I figure it'd be enough to outweigh my sins. Blah 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 blah. Talk to her? What?
Who cares about me? Talk to her. That's
I
what you
did.
came for, right?
Yeah. We're good. We're getting out of here. Outie, Lemniscate, let's go. Let's talk to Booby Lady. Oh my god, we hit on Booby Lady. Oh my god, in one of the endings we ran away with Booby Lady. Oh my god, I ran away with Booby Lady. Is Ota gonna be here? Almost done, it's just epilogue. Beko's in a hurry. Nothing is funny. Oh no! Nothing is funny. I'm sorry. Mizuki and I are in something of a cold war. Why? She won't even look at me. Why? What happened? We're both stubborn. Neither of us wants to apologize first. Why? Yo, yeah, hello. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Creepy old man.
Nothing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to fight me?
No. No fight. Yo.
Yo.
Can you ask her how she's been? I still care about Mizuki.
Uncle
She
wants to
good
know how
child.
you've been lately.
I like how she's calling him uncle.
You don't know? Even though we live together?
So they're
Of course
still
you
living
don't
together.
know. Because we barely talk. Even after you've officially adopted me, you don't have any sense of responsibility. That's what she said.
How did she just did a hand wave? What the frick?
Uncle wants to know if you're going to
You didn't
graduate
want
soon.
them laughing? Oh.
So what if I am? Just buy me a new junior high uniform. And hire a
Aw.
tutor. I want to go to a good school.
I'm getting
And a new
spooky and
smartphone.
aneurysm. I'm sorry, I'm going
And
really
a new
fast.
iron pipe.
Fight the small child.
That's
They
what she
couldn't run
said.
away with Booba Lady. Why are we stuck with these two? I know.
Uncle wants to know why you're here. No particular reason. Am I not allowed to be here? I inherited Daddy's stock at Lemniscate. This is my company now. Isn't it natural that I'd be here? That's what she said. Can you cut this out already? What happened?
Breakfast this morning. I made the eggs over easy.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad.
No, that's not it. I made the eggs over easy, and then Date.
How can I eat eggs like that? I want my eggs over well. Burned to the pan on the bottom and chewy on top.
Why don't you just eat an eraser?
An eraser would taste better than what you served.
You shouldn't say that about Mizuki's cooking. That's mean. You're in the wrong here, Uncle. Why don't you be honest and apologize?
Mizuki is the one who should be honest. I'm like her hero.
What?
When I was in the hospital, you were crying like a baby. Oh,
In
I
a
can't
different
live without
timeline.
Dante. That's what you said.
No, I didn't. And you were never in the hospital.
Yes, I was. Was I not?
Was I not?
Anyway, why don't you just make up already?
If Date keeps his promise, I will.
Promise?
The unagi.
Ah,
you
dick.
said you would take me.
Wait.
Oh, that. Yeah, not yet.
That
Okay, fine. Soon, okay?
was that
You
in this
promise?
timeline?
Promise.
Apparently good opinion was wrong opinion option. Wait, iron pipe? Date, you're a criminal?
Good. I'm glad you two are being civil again.
Anyway,
Tell it like it is.
should we head out, Iris?
This game, why does it want us to suffer? First, taking Aiba
All
from
right,
us, now
Mizuki.
sticking
See
us
you
with
soon.
these brats. Over
See you.
well eggs are disgusting. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Next map. Okay, next. Hoo, Sunfish Pocket. We're gonna see that lady. We're gonna see Fish Lady. Them hip bones. Ah. We didn't make any connections with her, so I don't know why we're going to see her. All egg are good egg. Just not raw egg. Sometimes they
I'm
eat raw egg.
seriously so happy for you, Tessa.
It's thanks to you, Ota. If you didn't help me back then.
No, really. I didn't do much. I
So
just
close, finally.
risked
I
my
know, I
life
know.
to save you. It's
Yeah.
a total exaggeration to
Look at all
say
these
that I'm
brownie points
literally
he's getting.
responsible for, you know, saving your life.
I see Ota is still Ota very much. Hello, Ota. How have you been?
I've been doing good.
I see you're still
I'm
gold
delivering
tier.
newspapers in the mornings, working as a janitor during the day, and writing at night. I might just be the hardest working 20-something in Japan.
I don't know about that.
Really, though, I've got to be, like, in the top 3 in Tokyo alone.
Okay, Shadows, I'm glad you're okay. Sure.
I'm actually exhausted right now. But I can't look tired in front of Tessa. Anyway, how are you?
Doing
I
good.
guess I'm alright.
Your left eye,
It's fake. I can't see anything out of it. And it doesn't talk.
Huh? I see.
No waifu
So,
in this eyeball.
Aiba? What a tragedy.
We get You thought Ota was like 15? Wife
tragedy?
ball.
Yeah. She was so cute. What a waste.
Ah, that's why.
If she were real, I would marry her.
Tessa's
You would not
sitting
survive
right
the
there.
attempt.
What do you mean?
Ota, what are you seeing? In front of Iris?
Oh, Tessa, I was kidding. It was a joke.
It's fine, I don't care.
Thank goodness.
I don't think that's what she means.
Shadows?
Shadows.
Thread, silhouette, ASAT.
Fears.
Upset, regret, ASAT.
Water.
Wet, sweat, ASAT.
ASAT, you bet! I
Date
can't believe you
created
remember
this.
that, Uncle. I'm so happy.
I said most of it.
Okay. About my face. Tell me about my face.
Ota told me. Plastic surgery, right? I kind
Yes.
of like this face. More than the other one.
You're good at your job.
Please come again.
Go to sleep. I mean, go bye.
Well, Ota,
Go bye.
Aw, you're going already?
Yes.
I can see you anytime I want, right? At Matsushita Diner?
You'll come?
Yeah, I want you to make me your omelet rice again.
Awesome. Stop by any time. I'll be waiting.
Are we going? Go, 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 go. We're going to his diner. Why? I can't. I just can't, please. Wow, no, we're so close. My idol chant.
Oh, Tessa, your surgery went well, didn't it? Ota told me all about it. I'm
You've heard
so
on Alpha
happy
on the
for
Shelf.
you.
What about Beko and
Thank
Gecko?
you.
She's got a nurse.
Who is this?
Oh,
I'm close friends with Ota, ma'am.
Is that right? Thank you for taking care of my boy.
She's gotta help your
You're the nurse from Central Hospital.
yes.
well, yes. Have we met?
why are you here?
I came to deliver Mayumi's medication. The pharmacist sent me. I belong to the Association of Nurse Actresses. I got a call from my director this morning. They're giving me more lines.
Is she
I used
not
to
a
have
real
a bit
nurse?
part during the opening scene, but now I have lines at the end too. I'm really happy about that.
That's wonderful, sweetie.
Is she not a real nurse? Why are we talking to her?
Hanayo Nasu. It will be Hanayo Yogano next month.
You're getting married?
Yes.
That is so wonderful.
Thank you.
Are we done talking to you? She's a nurse. Hello, about the diner.
It's doing great thanks to you.
You was Zentreya a
The
thing?
lunch
Me?
rush is always
Why?
crazy. My husband and I are
Meta
working
commentary?
hard. We
She's
never
talking
get
about
any
being
time
a voice
to
actress
rest.
in the game. Oh. Spoopy. Also. She's... Okay. How are you? I don't know if she remembers me, and she also looked different. Yes. We're not the same person. Say a different body. I'm shorter, apparently. Beko and a Gecko? Gecko Zen?
I visited her in the hospital. Ota brought me.
Yeah, I remember.
I was so charmed by her.
You hated her.
No,
You called her a
stop, you're
witch.
making me blush.
I had no idea she was such a nice girl.
You thought I was a witch or something before, right?
Don't remind me. I was so
Night
awful
Dusk.
to you. But now I'm a huge fan.
Should there be a
Thank you.
speed up redeem? Could be useful. I'm trying. Tell me about Oda.
Ota?
How's he doing? Yeah,
That
he's being good boy.
is a handful of trouble, I tell you.
He's doing newspapers.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's right. Ota can be really heroic and brave when the time calls for it.
Exactly. Ow! 99%. When the time calls for it. Ow!
Oh, you're praising
Hydration and
my
stretch.
boy.
Thank you, Des. Thank you so
Maybe
much
I
for the
should give
hydration
you a meal
station.
on the house.
Thank you for taking care of me like a Tamagotchi. Yay! No looking at chat. Ah. Oh. Need a cattle prod redeem. Time to go. Okay.
Well, let's get going.
Ow! Ow. Yeah, goodbye! Thank you for helping my son. He needs friends like you.
Go, 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 go. Close. Two more. Two more. Hello, Moma.
Dante, let me tell you something. God exists.
Speed run.
When Tessa was in the hospital, I prayed to this shrine every day. And guess what? My prayers worked.
Tessa
God
is good.
must have been listening.
Are you crying?
No, dumbass. I don't cry. I don't.
Yeah, you're crying.
Thank you, God. Thank you for saving Tessa.
Yes, the culprit Moma did it.
Anyway, what are you doing here?
Someone wanted to see you when she left the hospital.
Tessa, you didn't have to come see me.
I really wanted to see you.
Oh, well, in that case, yes, of course. I am here.
Wedding? How's the injury?
Injury?
You got shot 3 months ago.
That was just a scratch. Didn't even hurt. I'm all good now. Don't talk to me about that guy anymore.
Wow.
I know he was a murderer, a real piece of shit. But we were brothers. I can't be mad at him no matter how much he deserves it. But I can't just forgive him either, you know? So I figure, fuck it. It's better to just forget about him.
Wedding.
Dress! Bless! Tessa!
Imaging.
Compress. Process. Tessa!
Oh, his guys are in it too.
Redress, transgress, Tessa!
The net idol superstar!
Tessa!
A set, you bet!
Wow! That's really cool!
What did you do to these guys?
Just a little propaganda. Sun up to sundown, I made them watch your videos, Tessa. They got addicted!
Tessa! I'm so honored to meet you. Is it okay if I shake your hand?
You bastard! What makes you think you're good enough to touch her hand?
It's fine, it's just a handshake.
Dying from cringe. Oh no, they're gonna line up for handshakes.
So soft.
Oh.
What?
He fainted.
Too much excitement, I guess.
Okay, we go now? Leave. Goodbye.
Anyway, sorry to bother you, Mom.
Dante, wait! Before you go,
No.
I
No.
have one favor to ask.
Oh boy, here it comes.
This is
Handshake
hard
fades
for me
to
to
black.
get out, but
Can we give Iris to him? He's
You
getting
want to
more
see
use
Iris's
out of her than
panties,
we.
right?
panties? I never asked for something like that.
Then what do you want?
Puff puff.
Oh
sorry?
no!
I want Tessa to puff puff me. You know what I'm saying? Just shove my face in there. Just.
This is.
Are you
this
kidding
is,
me?
This is like Dragon
You know
Quest
what?
reference.
Fine, I'll ask.
Dante, you're a real friend.
All right, close your eyes.
Yeah. Like this?
Good, yeah, stay still. Do not open your eyes, okay?
Promise.
You ready?
Yes.
What is happening?
Okay, let's do it. 3,
Puff Puff
2,
is a Dragon Quest
1.
reference. Yeah. Oh.
Whoa! Dante! I never felt so alive! All these shitty years of my life have been worth it for this moment.
Boss?
Let's go.
I don't know what's going on, but okay.
This is amazing! I am living!
Like, the other guy could see all of that. Now that Date from before is gone to confine, fully declare that he is the #1 perv of this world, I know. The Iris is like a daughter to her now.
Date, honey, who is this?
Have I not introduced her before?
I'm Iris Sagan. Nice to meet you. I'm a net idol from Lemniscate.
A virgin?
Hmm?
I'm just saying, sweetie. You look like you don't know a lot of men.
And what about you, Mama?
Me? I'm a fairy godmother, honey, because I associate with fairies and am an older, motherly woman. Wait a minute. Who are you calling old?
You are.
She did it to herself. What's he doing over there?
You're So's bodyguard.
Who are yous? Don't matter. Talking about So? Quit that gig long time ago.
You quit?
Yeah. That guy fucking sucks.
What?
I punched him in the face and quit.
Ha. Wait, what is Iris' surname? Sagan?
You're drunk, aren't you?
I'm not drunk.
Drunk? You
From
are!
the look of you, you're pretty good at hiding it.
Mama! Tits! Oops. I meant tip. I got a big tip. If he gives me one more drinky.
Don't you think you've had enough?
No. No.
No.
Oh, you're lucky I'm in a good mood. Fine. One more round, okay?
Yay.
Yay. Yay.
As you can see, I'm a little tight, honey.
How could I see that?
You want to?
I do. I want to see.
About what?
Do you even know what she's referring to?
Huh?
What are you doing with that bonito? Still rubbing it?
This? It's not bonito.
What?
Then what is it?
Part of the man who cheated on me. I chopped him up and dried and smoked the flesh.
You're joking, right?
Am I?
Oh no. What was what? What was that? What was what? What? Is this some sort of signal for what? Are you calling for help? Censor it. What?
I can't say much. The public thinks our Ren killed Shoko. And then number 89 busted out of jail and killed Ren. And then he goes and commits suicide by blowing up his own head. That's what all the news reports have been saying. I know there's more to it than that, but...
So I tweaked things a little bit and pinned everything on 89. So they committed suicide at the old factory, but I've got the face of 89. Only Konami Date managed to survive. That's how they wrote it. Look at all this manipulation the government's doing. Are we leaving? Are we telling Mama the whole thing?
Spare me, honey. I don't want to hear it. If I hear the truth, I'm only gonna have more questions. There are a lot of things that don't quite add up. Date's face, for one thing.
Yeah. She doesn't question that.
Looking exactly like number 89. They say that your face got hurt real bad in the explosion. They had to put you under the knife for plastic surgery to save you. Your face turned out like that by chance. That's what happened, right? Tell me it is. If it's anything more complicated than that, I will lose my mind.
Okay, we gotta go, Mama. See ya.
We should head out.
Yeah.
Oh, leaving so soon?
Yes.
Don't worry, I'll be back as long as you have information for me.
Oh, enough work. You should come in sometime for pleasure, honey.
Sure, Mama. See you soon.
We going home. What the frick? Why are we coming here? What? Please tell me the dead body is still not here. Please tell me the dead body is still not here. Why are we going here? Is she gonna be like, hi, Mama? Is the dead body still gonna be here? And frickin' Iris is gonna be like, hi, Mama. Are we taking Iris
why did you
out?
want to come here? Haven't you seen everyone you wanted to already?
We kicking her off the edge?
Thank you for today. It was a lot of fun.
Is she gonna kill me?
Is the date finally over?
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you. Not just for today, but for everything. 6 years ago, you helped me and my mom, and I'm so grateful for that. Will you close your eyes for me, Uncle?
You want me to close my eyes?
She's gonna kill me, guys.
Please?
This is where it all ends.
Wait. You want me to close my eyes? Do you?
Just do it, quick! I'm so nervous, I'm shaking.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
What you've been waiting for?
It's happening.
What are you getting excited about?
All right.
Why are you getting excited? Don't get excited. She's like your daughter figure. I don't feel comfortable. She's gonna push me over. What if she's actually a serial killer?
Open them!
What if she got issues? Hello? What the frick? Cry. Scold her, be stunned, be amazed, be stunned.
What? It can't be.
Run away, censor it, lulz. Hello?
It's been a long time, Kaname Date.
At a time like this, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. You are, that is, who are you again?
You haven't changed. You're still an idiot.
But how? You idiot? Why are you here? What's going on?
You idiot! I thought you died! I was worried about you!
Pardon, but you were the one who issued the self-destruct order.
Anyway, I want to know something. The number, 41205. There must be something to it.
Trigger self-destruct?
It does not.
Iba, please save us from Iris. She's gone mad.
Number.
It's the only way to
number.
be sure it's
I
the real
see.
Iba. Wait, how can she hear that?
Sorry.
How does she hear that? How does she hear
I
that?
hear
What are
everything
you doing?
Iva says over this earpiece. I
What
think
the
I understand the meaning behind her number.
What does it mean?
Iris, do not tell him.
Uncle, think of the alphabet. What's the fourth letter?
A, B, C, D. It's D.
And the first?
A.
And the 20th? And the 5th?
I see.
How'd you figure that out so fast?
Allow me to explain. I, or everything that constitutes my I, disappeared completely 3 months ago, including all of my backup data. However, fragments of my data were being secretly uploaded to cloud servers around the world for years. By downloading and decoding these fragments, I was able to regenerate my memories and consciousness. It was the Wadjet system that brought me back to life. That system is responsible for proliferating my data. Wadjet is like a mother to me, and she protected me as her child. And I am forever grateful to my mother. Never underestimate the power of Wadjet.
Never underestimate the power of Google.
To be exact, I am not here. You are seeing an augmented reality virtual projection of myself. My physical self is...
In my left eye?
Yes.
How did you get in there?
I see you have not become any more astute in my absence.
That's when they knocked me out. When boss drugged me.
Everything that the boss did, she did for you.
At Abyss, when I lost consciousness.
I like that he doesn't question the fact that he lost consciousness.
I knew the whole
power
time.
is yours.
Boss told me about the plan to restore Iba. I wanted it to be a surprise for you, so...
Is this my thank you?
Yeah. But it's not over yet.
What do you mean? What?
Anyway, Iba.
What?
Welcome back.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. She looks
I'm home.
sad. Yeah, welcome home.
Well, now that Iba has risen from the dead, I think we should celebrate with a dance number!
Wait.
What?
Hit it!
Who trained Iba for a dance number? Did Pewter just use a quote from Metal Gear? Oh no. Game, I haven't saved in a while. I hear it tickering. It's tickering so hard.
Teacups that are flying on maps flying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine.
Isn't this like the ending for Metal Gear Peacekeepers? Wasn't there like a dance number for Metal Gear? Is it Peacekeepers? The portable one. The one with the blonde chick? I've never played the game. I've just seen my brother play a little bit. Ready the Fs? Please hold, stop dancing. PC going to blow? I know, it's going to blow up. PC going to blow up, hit the desk. Iba's joining in. Theoretically, Iris shouldn't be able to see her. She can hear her, but not see her. Ow! Peace Walker. Oh, okay, Peace Walker.
A punch to the forehead, my kick like a warhead. You're pinned on the floor spread. I'm queen of this rock, and I'll show you all.
Make it end? Why does Iba have a shadow? Oh my god, you're right. Cute anime dancing waifus. Ow! Oh god, did you guys break my game? Did you guys break? Oh my god. Because reasons. Oh, and the boss is here too. The boss is here. And it's blowing up my computer. Why does this game demand so much for a dance number? Because reasons? Don't tell me all of them are gonna join Booba Boss. Wah! Hey, look, it's Konami? Whatever his face. Oh my god. Oh frick, even the receptionist is there. Boba lady. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pewter's gonna dance? Yeah, where's Pewter? That's right, actually. Ah!
They say is the best detective.
Although without me he is ineffective.
Last week I'm walking out here.
Ah!
Welcome back.
While the old other heads while the blind, the marble loses shiny eye clouds.
So
Like a
cute.
sun, but we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth that if we
Beko is never going to finish this game at this rate. I know. I should have saved right before. Where's Pewter? I don't see Pewter. If his parole officer handler guy is here, where the frick is Pewter? Look, even the taxi guy is here. The taxi guy is here. Did they leave him out? What? Apparently. He's not there. I don't see him in the lineup. Owie! It's almost done! Look, we're just at the special thanks. It's chugging it. Ow! The more you hit me, I think the harder it's making the game think. Because the throwing system, ow, actually does think. What would happen if someone redeemed a model? It would just blow up. You guys just want things to break. Pewter ran away while everyone dances. I know. Please no.
Everyone, the reason you can see me right now is because I'm projecting
Oh my
myself as a
goodness.
special
No
technology.
warms up over that. You call me a fridge one more time! You will not find your body. Oh, I'm kidding, Dante, honey. I love you. This is from Mama.
That's why there's a sequel. We did it! We did it! It's gone. It's over. Was it thank you for playing? Your eyes, what is this? Your eyes have been open? Our eyes have been open, guys. Would you like to save? Yes, please. Yes. It's all been saved. Resolution route end. Dance has been unlocked in the title menu. Yes, thank you. Now I can watch it again and hopefully it won't blow up. Get ending game. Proceed? Yes. Yes, please. Alrighty, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. We found a resolution. We found an ending. Everything's all nice and put together. And it only took me how long? It only took me like a bajillion months to do that. You're so happy you did it. Yeah, I did it. I did it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's what is that? Is that let me see. No. We scat Moose, good job. Time to rest. It's late. You stayed up with Beko. Thank you, Spooky. I will go to bed. End stream. Let's raid. All done. Yes. Going straight into that. Yes. What were your thoughts? My thoughts on the game? Oh my god, it was maddening. And it was so long. It was longer than I was expecting. But then it was like that snap moment, like that eye-opening, like light bulb, like, oh my god, I was right from the very beginning. I heard all of those cues and I noticed it early on, but then it was maddening because they weren't giving you enough information and everything. It was crazy. But it was fulfilling and everything. Good stuff. Let's see. I'll have to think more on that, but all of the timelines were making me crazy. I don't know how to say. We'll probably talk about it more later. Tomorrow I'm gonna play some Pokemon. It'll be my first time playing it. I went through and I tried to get everything fixed, so everything should be working now. I'll do a test beforehand again to make sure. Do we want to raid Byakuyan? Go, it's bedtime. Okay, let's raid Byakuyan. I'm probably saying her name wrong. Byakuyan. We can finally tell her that we finally finished the game because we always raid her on Mondays. We're always raiding her on Mondays. We can finally tell her that we finally finished the game. You guys get your raid message prepared. Get your raid messages prepared. Let's raid Bumblebee. Oh, snap. Ow! Are you gonna play the sequel? I'll play the sequel. Now I can pre-order the sequel, I guess. What starter pack are you gonna pick? I have no idea. I don't even know what the starters are. She's fun. Got any ideas? I have no ideas. We finally finished the game. I have no... That would be my thing. Okay. There. Alrighty, guys. I release you into the wild. Please be good. I'm gonna go to sleep. Good night. Bye. Wait. Send the raid. Go. Why, is she ending soon? Is that what's... I didn't even see. Good night, Spooky. Good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.